What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday night to all of you out there, and in Joao's case, Tuesday morning. This is Sixth Scale Symposium, episode 23. We made it this far. We've been going for about 6 months now, and YouTube hasn't shut me down yet. So that's good. That's good. We got a star-studded panel tonight. A surprise guest, like 2 surprise guests, really. We'll start up right. Top right, we have Fabs Figures, and Fabs stands for fabulous, right?
What's up, man? Thank you for having me. What's up, guys? Everybody in the chat.
Welcome, welcome. And in the bottom left, we have the young wizard himself who came to save the day as Dante pulled his back and couldn't make it tonight. So this guy put on the big boy boots, and he is here to knock some Sixth Scale. What's up, Riley?
Dude, I'm all good, man. Excited for tonight. Thank you for the late invite. But I'm always there. I'm always ready. So let's just go. Let's get into it. Let's talk about some figures. Let's go.
Riley, wait. No, it's
what? Oh,
maybe instead of Young Wizard, your new name will be Mr. Reliable. We'll see.
Maybe.
And of course, my good friend, Big Breda, Joao himself from across the world. What is going on, sir? How are you doing today?
Hello. I'm feeling very well. It's a good morning over here. Thank you for having me, and it's an amazing panel. I think we will have great discussions today.
Yes.
How's the weather?
The weather it's pouring rain at this moment.
Here too, actually.
Yeah, it was raining all day here too.
Man. All right, well, let's check in with the chat here before we get into the juicy topics. We are going to have P-Rock on as well. He's just having some internet difficulties. So KG Collector in the house says, let's go. What is up, my friend KG? Daryl Smith Jr. Life is funny. I just found that Drax, and here he is on your thumbnail. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about Drax tonight in the Keep, Trade, Sell game. Daniel SC, always on here, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Daniel. We got Universal Key in the house. Evening, everyone. Jables, a fellow Maju Case owner, is in the house. He says, what's up? We have Conquer Knight, S Beam, DT Artman. What is going on, my friend? Kinky Sphincter, let's go. We got Primetime Reviews stopping in. What's up, my guys? Great panel tonight. Another good friend of mine, Andrew James. What's up, fellas? A few legends on the panel tonight. We also have Carlos in the house. Micro PP.
Man himself. Wow.
Maverick Collector says, hi, all. Ty, Uncommon Flex. Hey, everyone. Awesome. Thank you guys for joining. Now, you in the chat last week, Monday, you were very, what's the word? I don't know. Spicy. You were very up and at 'em, very energetic.
Rambunctious.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys were making us on the panel laugh. We had a really good time, so hopefully you guys can keep that going. And yes, we do have Doc Smizzle in the house as well. What up, Doc? So, fellas, so there's some things I want to talk about tonight. Some of those things being, we're gonna do a little bit of role playing. So you guys own Hot Toys now. Even you, Fabs.
He's gone.
So we're going to talk about one thing we would do different if each one of us owned Hot Toys. We're going to talk about 3 figures in our collection that we would never sell. I know for Fabs, it's all of them, but...
Wait, we own Hot Toys, the company?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Fabio should already own the company with how many he has.
Is he a minority owner?
Majority stockholder.
Right. And then I want to talk about managing your collection. If we talked about it, Joe, I think we talked about it Friday when we kind of got off the rails, but it was a lot of fun. I want to talk about if you rotate your figures through your display or if you sell them to make room. Like, do you have figures in boxes that are just waiting to come out, or do you just sell so everything is on display? And if we have time, what do your friends or loved ones think about your collection? And then, of course, the Keep, Trade, Sell game we're going to play.
Nice. Good
I
topics.
think Fabs is the only one that hasn't played that one yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, I never heard of that. What is it?
Well, we'll get there. Riley, maybe you've just done the verses.
Yeah, I've done the verses. I haven't.
Okay.
I've watched them though, and they're very controversial. So I'm excited.
They're very strategic, Fabs.
Yeah, right.
I'm
So-
excited. I'm gonna play. Do I win money? Do we win money or what?
You can, just not from me. Maybe somebody in the chat will pay
I
us
guess
some money.
we'll collect from Riley then.
Yeah, that's right. But
Maybe.
before we get to that, so actually, I was thinking too, before I did the show, I was like, man, it's been kind of a slow couple of weeks since Star Wars Celebration, really. I'm like, so I just, we're going to talk about some different topics. And then, of course, last night, early this morning, whatever you may think it was, Hot Toys dropped some fire and
Mhm.
they released Vision from WandaVision.
Mhm.
So I don't want to dwell too much on these figures. And I guess, Fabs, I'll start with you because Marvel has been kind of in the shadows as of late. They've been, Star Wars has really taken the stage. People are pretty much, at least from eBay and Facebook and everything, they're kind of ditching out on their Marvel to get all these Star Wars figures that are on pre-order. The market's so saturated. So I guess my question for you is, what do you think about the figure? And do you think it's a great time for it? Do you think it's just still not going to be enough to attract a lot of buyers? Is it going to sit around? What are your thoughts about it?
Well, the figure being re-released is a good thing because a lot of people missed out on the original one, so that's a plus. It's an updated figure as well, so that's also a good thing. If you compare this one to the original one, this figure, it is what it is to me. It had to come out, eventually because obviously the show and you got Wanda coming and all that stuff. So this figure was going to be released whenever it was going to be released. It didn't matter when. You're going to have the big time fans of Marvel and Vision and people who love the show going after this. I'm getting this, of course. I have two of the original ones. One for the Civil War line, and then one for the Age of Ultron line. And so I don't need to get more than just one from the new one. But again, it's updated, different body, all that stuff. But again, Marvel fans are going to jump on this. Wanda looks amazing, so that pair is going to be beautiful together.
Joao, is Vision one of your favorite Marvel characters? Is this something you think you're going to pick up?
No.
No.
All right, next time.
I mean, I wouldn't discredit Marvel so fast because I think Marvel still have very good figures coming, and even the shows maybe are not as many people were expecting. But I think WandaVision was pretty good. I like it. I'm not the biggest Marvel fan, but I enjoyed WandaVision. But that's that occasion that you can separate yourself. You enjoy the show, but I don't need to have figures from the show. I can appreciate them from afar. I think this Vision looks much better than the first one. I saw some photos, some comparison photos. The body, the sculpted is much better. The sculpt of the body, and I think it's the ultimate Vision to have. I think they also have the white one, right? Hot Toys. There's the white Vision also, right?
Just
So, I
not
mean,
released yet.
You can have you will have Wanda, you will have Vision. I think for Marvel fans, I think it's a great figure to have. It's unique, it's different, and I think it's one of those figures similar like Nebula, because Nebula is a bit discredited too, and I think it's a unique figure from Hot Toys that looks really good. I think this is amazing for Marvel fans. Not for me, but I can appreciate it as a figure, and I think it's a great release from Hot Toys.
I know if I'm picking, again, I'm trying to be a little bit more selective these days. So I know if I'm picking between this or Wanda, I'm probably definitely going to get the new Wanda, either from WandaVision or Doctor Strange. But man, like looking at this head sculpt, it almost looks oilier, like it did in the movie, like realistic, very good head sculpt. Riley, what are your thoughts? And also, I don't know if you can answer this or not, but the costume itself, the design, is this kind of like a Spider-Man material, or that's going to be great if we're posing him?
I don't know. It's kind of a hard one because I don't think it's really I think it'd be actually more like a Superman material than a Spider-Man, but I might be wrong about that. It looks more like kind of like that type of material, but I don't know about. Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine if you do bend the arms, they're gonna crease. I mean, if you have that over like time, it's gonna have a crease mark. I don't think there's any way of going around that. And also the way the body is, like you can kind of see like his abdomen and stuff. So I think if you do articulate it, it's gonna show signs of like wear and tear. So I would probably not do it into like longevity posing, but no, it looks great. For me, it's I'm kind of like on the same thing as Joao and everyone else. Except for Fabio, he's probably got 5 of these coming. But no, I really do. I like the show. It was a cool show, but I just don't think I personally need a vision in my collection. And obviously, with everything coming, I need to be a lot more selective with all the IPs. Everything's becoming just crazy. Every week, there's always a new thing I want to get. I'm trying to be selective, but Marvel, they keep showing their signs where the Marvel Hot Toys are just they're really unique and special. So it gets a little tricky at times, but for this one, it looks great. The final product came out really good, and yeah, the body's definitely a lot better, more proportioned than the original Vision. So I think people are going to be happy about this one, but it's just going to be a pass for me. But it looks amazing. Looks great.
So Riley, are you more into Star Wars? Is that your main thing?
Yeah, I'm more focused on Star Wars. Marvel I like Marvel, but I mean, I like them both, honestly, equally. I love them both. I mean, Spider-Man, that's my like go-to. I love Spider-Man. So,
okay.
But for Marvel, it's more like selective to Spider-Man only and other maybe figures here and there. But to Star Wars, it's more just like everything. Like I want to try and get most of Star Wars releases.
So Joao shared this photo with me. Is the one on the left the old one?
Yeah.
It's got no pecs.
Exactly.
Right.
It's just got dimples.
Right.
The one on the right, yeah, that body definitely looks bigger or better.
Yeah, no, they're using the same bodies that they're using for the DX19. So that's what I mean when I say upgraded bodies. They're a little bit taller, a little bit beefier.
Right.
The head sculpt on the old one actually still looks pretty good, but I still think, yeah, the newer one is superior.
Right. They're both pretty good.
I don't know. Like I'm kind of set with my Marvel scene, I guess you could say. Like I could add like a Vision or a Wanda. Maybe it'll be one or the other, but I don't think I'm going to jump on this one right away. If I have points and he's on sale, I'm not going to rule it out, but I think this is going to be one I'm going to wait on.
I'm surprised they didn't do Wanda before this Vision. They went with the Vision first. Interesting.
What's curious now? It's that we are used now for Hot Toys go on discount, so we don't get figures, and we are always waiting. I waited for go on discount on something like that.
Right.
4 years ago, if you didn't pre-order, you lose the chance of having any Hot Toys. Now we even have the chance to.
It's a different time, yeah.
Go on discount, but I think this will change soon. It will.
Right.
It will not be always like this.
Well, they kind of have to do something to get you to pre-order again.
Joao, were you collecting during those times when, like, if you didn't pre-order?
Of course, when I pre-order those the Arkham line, the Batman. If you didn't pre-order, you will never get any Batman or Joker or anything like that.
I'm asking because a lot of people didn't live through that, and a lot of people don't understand what that was like. So that's why I was asking if you actually lived it.
To pre-order was you would all that pre-order with your life, because that was a ticket. That was a ticket that you have to be sure that you have Hot Toys later on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't the only figure that they dropped.
I like the next one.
Let me see if I can find it here. I'll start with you, Riley. Is this something that you're going to be getting? You're a huge fan of this?
This is hard because like there are some of those figures that like I didn't honestly never thought about getting this and never like even thought about it for a second. But once they're like finally released and they had the photos and there's videos of it, like it makes me be like, damn, like this looks really good. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard being in with both IPs and loving them both because I want to be selective with Marvel. And if I want to be selective with Marvel, I can't get stuff like this. Like this is kind of like its own kind of niche thing. Like it's a cool thing, but just seeing it in these photos and seeing, I think Sideshow they did like a first look, and it looks really good. Like it looks really awesome. I know the one thing that's just setting me back is the like what people have talked about is the acrylic pieces, and I know that
right?
Right, yeah, everything is removable except for the chest and the abdomen area. But I think that the arms, the hands, and the feet or the like right above his feet, they're like removable. So that's really cool.
And the
But
helmet.
right,
It's
and the
die-cast.
helmet, and the helmet.
It's die-cast, the body, right?
And it's die-cast, yeah.
I was
Okay.
gonna ask
Yeah,
about
no,
that
it
too.
and there's like also a lot of like LEDs on like multiple LEDs compared to other Iron Man, obviously, because it has a lot more features with that. I think it's just a really cool looking figure. I
Yeah,
think once
it's
you get
very unique.
this, right, once you have this on the shelf, like I think it's gonna have a lot of presence personally, and I like how it has the two face plates. I never knew that from pre-order, which is like really cool. Like it gives you even more reason to get it because you're able to have different poses, different looks for the figure. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a wait for now, and I mean, I don't see this really selling out unless maybe reviews go out and people are like going crazy over it, gaga over it, and buy it. But I think that acrylic piece, that's kind of like a deal breaker for some people. A lot of people don't like the rings around his arm and the chest, how it has all the acrylic. Not a big fan for a lot of people. They wish it was removable, but I don't think Hot Toys ended up doing it. I don't know if there was a way like maybe you can like customize it and like try and pry them off. I don't know. Someone could try it, but I probably wouldn't recommend it myself. But I'll see if someone can do it. But no, it just looks really cool. This is a really cool, just like I said, niche thing that I'm just gonna wait. If it's like heavily discounted, I'll pick it up. But it's just gonna be a wait for now. But I really like, and the articulation I've heard is really good on this. Like I saw from videos, you can like twist the whole body, even with the acrylic. Like you'd think it would be hard, but it's just really awesome looking piece for sure.
Well, even just looking at the shoulders here, it looks like it would be pretty easy to move and rotate because there's no shoulder pieces, in the way or that you have to move. I think you could wait on this figure because Joe, I'll get to you in 1 second, but Iron Man has not been as hot as it has been in the past. You have all of these figures sitting on sideshows still that have been there for years. Joao, what are your thoughts? Is this something that interests you, or do you think this is more for just the hardcore Iron Man fans?
This is certainly for either for hardcore Marvel fans or hardcore Iron Man fans. No, not for me by a long mile. I do have Iron Mans. I have the concept art, the Mark 46, because I really like that suit.
That's
and
a
I
nice
have
look. Yeah.
and I have the 47. I think those two. I'm considering going back and forth to getting the 85 battle damage because I mean, getting that for now is at $210. I mean, it's completely worth it for the figure that it is. But I'm still considering about that. But this one, no, it's like I told you, I can appreciate from afar. This is this, like Riley said, I can agree with him. This will pop on your display if you have already a good Marvel collection. It will fit everywhere in the Marvel collection, and it will always look good. But yeah, it's another unique release. I'm not sure if this one will sit on the shelves as long as we are expecting. I don't know the quantity that is for this. I know, for example, that Deadpool, the zombie Deadpool, is sitting for too long over here. I think they overproduced that one. I don't think they will do the same with this one, in my opinion.
All right.
Fabs, it looks like he's ready to go to work. Got his briefcase.
Toolcase.
In the house. He does come with a pretty cool diorama piece.
All right. The base is awesome.
Oh, this is a diorama? This desk?
Yeah, base. Yep.
I don't know if they have a photo of the whole base, but it's really cool looking.
It's really nice. It's like a 3-tier type base style thing.
Very, very cool.
Let's see. So Fabs, here we go. What do you think? You think this base will be good enough that just a bunch of Iron Man fans will buy this just to kind of use the base with like Tony Stark or different Iron Man figures?
Absolutely. The base is going to be, people who collect or kit bash, Tony Starks. They're definitely going to use that base for that. For me specifically, personally, this figure, I love the retro look of it. It looks like it's really, really old while being very, very modern, very, very sleek. I love the fact that, like Riley said, you get the two face plates, all that plastic acrylic covers, really, really cool. Gives it a different look. Very, very excited for this figure. The fact that it's die cast and it doesn't look as bulky as a regular Iron Man does. Yeah. I can't wait to see what that is like.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, for you guys out there that love to pose your figures, I like Fabs and Riley said, I think this one will be a really good figure to pose. Aesthetically, I'm just not with a couple of you guys on how it looks. I'm worried that the plastic's going to yellow over time. I don't know. I just don't know how it's going to age. It's just not. It's not my favorite looking Iron Man figure as well. Plus, I'm just not into collecting numerous Iron Man figures. The only thing I'll collect multiples of is pretty much going to be Darth Vader or Batman. So, or Joker,
Right.
or Luke, or no, I'm just
Or Predators.
just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I mean, let us know in the chat what you guys think if this is something you're going to be picking up. It almost right here looks like a Rocketeer
right?
figure
Right,
from
yeah.
the movie The Rocketeer with that grill.
The face of the Ironmonger as well, like a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like very retro. It's cool.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah,
cool
I just don't know how I feel about the plastic, but
Right.
it's subjective. It's to each their own. So
When I get it, I'll send you pictures. Don't worry.
oh, good. I expect a full review on your YouTube channel, sir.
A whole album.
And then if Hot Toys wasn't done, they just can't let Marvel have their day in the sun, can they?
No.
Just-
It's literally shining with the sun. Perfect.
they're like, oh, here's some Marvel stuff, and then but don't forget about Star Wars. Here's Cad Bane, a little sneak peek. Now they're gonna make them. We knew this, but now they're kind of telling us, yeah, it's gonna happen. So Fabs, I'll just stick with you here. Are they gonna do that? Are they gonna announce it soon, or is this gonna be like the Batmobile or just other stuff that they've teased, Mace Windu, but that we're still gonna have to wait a while? Or do you think they're gonna move on this a little quicker?
No, this is going to be quicker because the show's been, done for a few weeks, a couple months, if that. So this is coming within either tomorrow, the next day, but definitely sooner than everything else. Sooner than what's his name, Mace, at least.
Right. Joao, you're gonna get this, right?
Oh, completely. This was a figure that was talked here in some streams back here in China and Hong Kong. People were saying that this was one of the figures they would announce during Star Wars Celebration, and we were waiting for that. They delayed a bit. I think this is going to pre-order pretty soon, and somehow I mean you can pose him with any Star Wars figures you want because it will fit in any movie. But I think this will start to help a bit that Boba Fett on Throne, because I think the sales for that one was not that good, and I think people now maybe think, oh, maybe we can do some Boba Fett display or something like that. You can use Boba Fett on Throne, Cad Bane, Fennec, and maybe possibly they will announce it as well, Cobb Vanth. But that maybe is from Mandalorian, not from Book of Boba. But yeah, means that they still thinking about this line. And Book of Boba, I think we still have to see Boba Fett 1/6 scale. There's no Boba from Book of Boba, so
Right.
let's see what they will bring from there. But yeah, I'm excited for the Cad Bane. Is one that I was already hoping for some time. But I'm waiting to see how will they do the head sculpt. If they are going to be accurate as a TV show, or if they are going to do that more blue color that I would expect to be like a better blue than what we saw in the Boba Fett. It was a bit pale. You know what I mean?
Right. I think being that this isn't like a human portrait, I think this is going to be a lot easier to do. So I think this figure is going to look pretty sick when it is announced. I think it's definitely going to be one that I add to the collection.
Oh,
Riley,
definitely. But one thing also is the head.
Yeah.
It depends how they do the head.
True.
The head must be removable. But if they do the head in plastic or if they do the head in fabric, it depends how they will manage the head. And the mouth.
Yeah, Beskar Kid just says hoping the mouth can be closed. Because you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see it on your screens, but
Right.
it looks like the
It's
mouth
open
is
mouth.
open.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I cannot see anything on screen.
Well, he's supposed to be mean. He's supposed to be talking. He's supposed to be angry. So I think that's what we.
There's a photo that like someone put up the brightness up a lot and you can see it like fully. I'll see
you
if I
can
can
see
find
the
it.
mouth, but he's definitely angry.
I'm going to do that right now.
He's angry.
Yeah, I just sent it to you on Instagram if you want to see it.
Impression is
You can
angry.
see it. But
All right.
no. This looks awesome.
He's
All right,
definitely
Oh,
not
yeah, the mouth is open. The mouth is open. Yeah.
Which they kind of have to do. I mean, they kind of have to show the teeth. I mean, it's a big part of Cad Bane himself. So.
Oh yeah. Yep.
O'Reilly, would you prefer it just to be like an open mouth, or do you think it should be adjustable?
I mean, I think it would be good if they had made it adjustable, and I think there would be a way that they'll have it where like you can maybe have a mouth plate. Like I was thinking maybe they can do that because the way his face is, he has the oxygen mask, so you'd think that maybe they can add like a mouth plate around it, like just
Right.
where you can just kind of magnetically put a different on. That's what I was thinking. I think that would be pretty neat. Yeah,
That's
right there.
correct.
Yeah.
Kid sent me one.
So
too.
yeah, it's definitely
that
an
looks
open
pretty
mouth
good.
one.
That looks
Yeah,
good.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I feel
And
like it'll look
you know
cool
what?
anyways.
The head seems to be the same material that they did Jack Nicholson Joker, the DX08. It's that kind
Right.
of fabric that that looks really good. I think
Okay.
Right.
it's
No, yeah, you're right. It does look like that. No, and like I said, like I think they could maybe do like a removable mouth plate because it looks like around his blue, like there's like an oval. So maybe like you can like pry that out and put a different one on. Maybe they can do that. I don't know how it's gonna work, but in general, I think I don't think it's something that people are really gonna complain over. I mean, maybe people would like, oh, you want the kind of stern look where he's not has his teeth out, but I think that's kind of like a whole main thing about his character. You got to see like his like vicious teeth when he
That
was
was an
talking
awesome
and
part.
stuff. Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's not gonna be a deal breaker for sure, but I'm
Right.
definitely excited about it, and I really do hope that this goes in. I mean, I'm expecting it. I hope they do it this week, drop it for pre-order because I mean I'm more one of those guys that I don't really like when Hot Toys teases stuff. Like I'd rather just have them just drop the pre-orders rather than have some
Right.
teases because
You already
kinda just-
have something of it, so just show it.
Exactly. So you might as well just, or maybe like they do it, but like, yeah, like I said, the week of, that's fine if you drop it the week of. But like when they do stuff like where they show like the Batmobile, for instance, they showed the back of that like how many months ago, and there's nothing on it. So that's why I don't really like, I'm not keen on teases and stuff because sometimes they'll just do it and we have to wait like months to get it. Like I think the same thing happened to Electro. They did Electro, they showed the tease of him, but we had to wait like a month to see it. So I'm just personally one of the ones that I'd rather just see the figure right away rather than have it teased. But I mean, I think this one's definitely going to come though. I mean, it's been like, I think the show ended in February, so it's been like a lot of months for them to work on it. So I think it's going to come, and I'm definitely going to get it because I think it's going to be a hot one. I mean, regardless of what people think of the show, I think he was like the best character in the show, honestly.
He's awesome.
If not one of the best. So that's going to be really cool. And you can also put this with your Clone Wars display. I mean, this will be awesome, like setting it up with some 501st, like maybe he's trying to shoot him or something. It'll be really awesome. Because obviously Cad Bane was in the Clone Wars, so I think it's gonna be a hot item, and I'm definitely excited for it. I'm gonna get it for sure.
Very nice. Just want to say a quick shout out to El Profesoro, my good friend Mario. I know for sure he's come for the Keep Trade Sell game. I know he loves that game, so he loves being tormented. Jable says, I'm hoping that they have multiple face swaps for this figure. Seems easy enough. Fabs, you think that's possible? I'm trying to figure out how they could do that.
Well, the only way would be with the faceplates like a Captain America, but I feel like, if it's a possibility, is it a possibility? Maybe. Should it be a possibility? Absolutely. Because remember that when he first was shown on screen, he wasn't speaking. You have to see a solid face with his expression, with his mouth closed. So I feel like they should give us, at least if we're not getting two head sculpts, definitely a different faceplates. But if we don't, I'm not complaining about this expression at all because he looks mean. So it's fine.
Yeah, I like it.
Right.
And it's better than the stoic looks that we get most of the time. He's going to have some emotion and whatnot, so it should be good.
Do you guys think that they're going to do a Black Chrysanthemum? I really want that.
Yes,
probably.
100%.
Everybody loves a good Wookiee.
Right. I need one.
I want a toothpick with this Cad Bane.
Right. I don't think he had it in the show though. It's annoying.
In the show, no.
Only just with like the John Wick, you have the pencil, and that's so small. Imagine getting a toothpick,
right,
for an accessory.
Maybe like have a wired hat or something. You can just poses with.
Just give him the Dutch cigarette.
Nice.
Imagine. Do you think that they will give us the some way of lighten up the eyes to look that's what I was thinking, more vibrant?
Maybe they'll do like a luminous effect, like they did Scarlet Witch, like kind of to make it like brighter. I don't know. or,
Yeah, the
or
eyes
maybe
are-
I don't know. I mean, I think LED would be too bright, right? Because his eyes weren't that bright.
Yeah,
Have
but
an LED
the
feature.
eyes are quite important on Cad Bane. If you don't nail that red color,
Yep.
it will.
Right. Oh yeah, because his eyes are huge in the show, so important.
When do you guys think they'll drop this? Toy Fair showcase? Any ideas?
I think it's gonna come this week. I really
Yeah,
think
I don't think
is.
it's a Toy Fair exclusive. They would not announce. I don't think would be a Toy Fair exclusive, but who knows?
I mean, Cobb Vanth will be a perfect Toy Fair if they do a Cobb Vanth. Then you can pair it with this guy. That'd be awesome.
No, he's definitely next year at some point.
Do you think they're holding off on the Cobb Vanth because now they have to do a portrait?
Absolutely.
I think so.
I know.
They would have. Yeah, they would have had it by now because it's just reused parts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They would have had him already, a long time ago if they weren't giving us a head sculpt. But that's what they're doing. It's only right to give us the head sculpt. I think it would be a waste of a figure not to give us the head sculpt.
I agree. I
agree. At this point, you
probably wouldn't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, because he only had the armor for what, an episode?
Yeah.
That you saw him wearing it, maybe 2 when they helped the sand.
Yeah, like half an episode. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Don't forget that Hot Toys will give you a figure with no head sculpt, and they'll give you a 2.0 maybe later on with a head sculpt. Who knows?
Right.
I don't think they're waiting this long to not give it a head sculpt. So I think we're getting one.
Right.
Doc Smizzle says, just pull a splinter from a fence post.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, Jabel says we definitely need another Wookiee. So, yeah, it's exciting. I'm hoping that that they do officially announce this sooner rather than later, because I think it was one of the bright spots in the Book of Boba Fett. I don't know. Guys, I don't want to talk about it tonight, but I'm getting worried on where Star Wars is going.
No, we're not doing another Kenobi talk. No.
Yeah,
Kenobi tomorrow will be awesome. Let me tell you.
Oh, I can't wait.
I just watched tomorrow. Oh yeah, for you tomorrow. I was like,
for me tomorrow. For you
mine's tomorrow. Well, mine's at midnight tomorrow. I just stay up for it.
Mine is
I just
3 p.m.
can't stay away from the people on YouTube. It just pops up now where they're talking about all the bad stuff, and then they brought up the lightsaber fight, and I'm like, I didn't even think about that. But now that you compare it, it's like, yeah, it's just like a New Hope that was 50 years prior to that. Like technology, we should be able to get good lightsaber fights, but that is what it is.
We'll see.
Now, Doc Smizzle says all this Kenobi talk going to lead to me slapping fools.
Right.
Right. All right. So let's get into the real juicy talk. We've talked about the figures coming. Now I want to put you guys into a little bit of a role play, which we talked about.
I'm a male.
All right. You guys now own Hot Toys. What is the one thing that you would do different? Fabs, I'm going to start with you.
Different than what?
Anything.
What's going on
Than what they're doing.
Yeah, then however they run now. What's one thing that you would change if you could?
Oh, I would change a lot. So number one, what would I change? Well, I would try to, number one, stay on schedule. That would be, first and foremost. I would probably keep it like they do with, pretty much everybody always trying to guess what's coming next. I wouldn't make it obvious for people to, guess what figure is coming next, because I feel like when people know that, I guess I feel like they get turned off. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this one's next, so they don't really. And I feel like this is why Hot Toys, going back to Riley's point. He doesn't like the teases, but I feel like this is why they do this, is because, this is what causes the hype for their product. These teases is what gets us talking about their product. So I feel like they throw that out there for us to get that hype going within the community. So would I change that? Absolutely not. I would probably do, like, for example, if I'm going to do a line, I would finish the entire line first before continuing another line. So I would give you, for example, Marvel.
Good choice.
I would give you everything from that movie, show, whatever, whether it's 2 figures, 3 figures, 4 figures, give them to you, back to back, however time in between is fine. But once that last figure's done, on to the next line. And then obviously if we go back from, let's say, Marvel to Star Wars to DC, then again back to more, or switch it up and just keep people guessing. That's what I would do.
No, that's a good point. I guess what I would do is kind of in line with what you would do, Fabs, because I would strike when the iron's hot. Like I wouldn't be announcing figures months after the show came. Like they already have these plans. They have to know what's going on because it takes a while to to create these figures. So like I just remember Black Widow came out. It wasn't the best movie, but then you also waited like I thought it was like months after before you got the Yelena character. Like, especially for something like that where the hype isn't even all that great, at least strike the iron when it's the hottest. So like
I agree.
Exactly why I said that. Yep.
Like Book of Boba Fett, Cad Bane. I'd be announcing him after that episode when everybody is hyped up and they're going to pre-order and stuff.
Right.
I just think that makes the most sense. But Riley, how about you?
It's a good question. I feel like I could have like multiple things, but for one, I would say like I think that it would be a lot cooler if they kind of focused on more exclusivity, like with their figures, because I think that that's really important. And as much as people do want to say it, Mario, no reissues. As much as people want to say it does feel a lot better when you have a lot of things that obviously that you can't get in the future like anymore, or like it'll never come back or never ever. Like it makes the collectors a lot more happy when they own these items. So right. I think it would be cool if like when they did pre-orders and stuff, because I think they did that for the summer showcase where they made it like 3 days where you can order this and you get like an exclusive sword or you get an exclusive item for something. Like I think that would be kind of important because it's not only like because now we're going to a time where nobody's pre-ordering anything. They don't want to pre-order. So I think the way to combat that is to make stuff where we get exclusive items like in a certain window where you have to pre-order. I think that would be really important. And I think it would kind of make people want to pre-order a lot more. So I'm excited about that. And what's another thing I'd think of?
I said just one. I said just one, Riley. No, I'm just kidding. Go
okay,
ahead.
Okay, all right, fine. I'm done. All right, I'm done.
No, go ahead. Really quickly for me too. I think I would make more miscellaneous figures. I know maybe they don't sell as hot as Star Wars, Marvel, even DC, but like I don't know.
The one-offs are really they're popular though. Believe it or not, they're popular.
John McClane, Die Hard.
It's always some random like figure that they make.
Right. Riley, I don't know if you were done yet, but let me just cut in one more time here for a super chat from Superhero Displays. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate the support. The thing I would do different is no pre-orders. What do you guys think about that?
I respect the opinion, but I completely disagree with no pre-orders on Hot Toys.
It depends on what he's saying, though.
Okay, correct. You have to that comment, has to be explained because it's either
turnaround time.
No. How I'm looking at that is this. So pre-orders, either how many are we making? Because if we're not pre-ordering, then there's a lot of people who are not going to get figures. You know what I mean? So that has to stay, you have to be able to pre-order because, unless your goal is, to limit yourself and make a certain amount and whoever doesn't get one, that's it. I would want pre-orders if it was my company to make that money.
And then we do have another super chat from Get Off My Lawn. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate the support. There's nothing better than drinking some warm milk while watching a good stream. I appreciate that. Not sure how I feel about the warm milk, but to each their own. Thank you so much.
It's good for the bones.
It's good for the bone marrow.
Warm milk.
Get some blue milk.
No, Fabio must be the milk directly from the cow without any chemicals.
He would do that.
Riley, I don't know if you were done with the other thing that you.
No, I was just gonna say that I also think that I don't think it would I don't know if it would be possible, but I really think that I would hope that if I was controlling Hot Toys that I would get every pre-order like within a year out. Like that's just something that I would want to do because one of my biggest critiques. I get it; they have a lot of stuff on their plate, and it's probably not realistic. But I don't like having to wait like a year and a half to 2 years to get a figure that goes to pre-order. Like I'd wish it would just be. because I think over a year is just like kind of pushing it for me.
It's
Like I
tough.
think it's kind of annoying, and it's like because you're already like kind of over like the movie. You don't even think about the movie because it's a year and a half to 2 years. They could be working on the next movie, so it's like
Right.
I think that it would just be really cool if, like you said, like they strike when the iron's hot, like get them out as quick as they can, just quicker releases.
That was always my biggest problem with Hot Toys too, is just, you know, striking the iron when it's hot, but then also, you know, making sure that you get these figures out in a decent amount of time. Because again, it's like, I think the longer something sits, the more likely people might be to cancel pre-orders or to move on to something else.
Right.
Plus, we're just a fickle bunch, and we hate waiting. So,
Yep.
we have another super chat here from my good friend Dante, who is the man of hot collectibles himself. Couldn't make it tonight. He's definitely getting old. Great panel. Sorry, couldn't make it. We will definitely get you back, hopefully next week or something
Drink
like
some
that.
warm
Dante.
milk.
Yeah, drink some warm milk. It's good for the bones.
Do it.
But thank you so much for the super chat, sir. I really appreciate that. Joao, what's one thing that you would do different if you owned Hot Toys? Now that we've taken all the good ones.
You know, I have a lot of things to say. So you said one thing, right? First, I have a list. First, I would cut off resellers, anything like that. I would sell directly to customers worldwide. No, I mean everyone, Sideshow, everyone. I would set up base in North America, set up a warehouse there,
I totally
set up
agree.
shops there, sell everything
Totally
directly there, directly to customer from the brand. Everything would be direct.
Do
Second,
you think that would make more sense and make more money
Yeah.
for you?
I feel like that would be so cool, just going to a store and of Hot Toys
That
and
would be
buying
cool.
a figure, because I always see that. Obviously, the Hong Kong collectors and China or Hong Kong collectors, they are able to experience that. They're able to go to stores and get their licensed item. Oh, I'm gonna get my Hot Toy brand new from the store. I've always wanted to do that, but obviously, being in North America, you can't do that.
yeah, but it's curious because here in China they have a store in Shanghai Disneyland, and they thought they opened the store 2 years ago. I think something, and now just yesterday they announced they are moving out from Disneyland and going to the center of Shanghai. They thought Disneyland was not a good bet. They are moving to the center. But yeah, I think imagine if you can go to a Hot Toys store in America and you can get your Hot Toys there, do your pre-order there, take your slip back, your ticket back home, and then you just go to collect. I think it will be a game changer for everyone.
I agree.
If they do that. Other thing I think is the communication. That Hot Toys, it always lacked a bit of communication, and I think they have a lot to do with their growth over the years, because not too long ago Hot Toys was more famous mostly in Asia, and in Asia normally the companies, they are not as open as you are used in North America or Europe. They are a bit more closed. So I think this is a learning process, and I think they are getting better at that. And the other thing is reissues. I don't have nothing against reissues. I think every collector should have the chance to get the figure they missed before. But for me, that I own some of their older figures, I would prefer they would not do straight reissues.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Guys, I have some breaking news here. We have a special
that?
guest in the house.
Yo,
He finally made it. Better late than never.
Hello.
I'm so sorry.
PRockZilla.
I'm sorry.
He had to go out on the
I
roof and fix
apologize.
the old internet antenna.
What's up, man?
What's up,
What's going on,
fellas?
man?
I haven't seen you
What's
in
up,
a
what's up?
while. I haven't seen you in a while. Hey,
Yeah.
tickle, tickle, tickle. What's up, Riley?
What's up?
Nice to see you, Dale.
Sorry, I came late.
That's okay. We're glad to have you. So we've been talking about, if you own Hot Toys, what's one thing you would do different? Really quickly here. Thank you for the super chat, Carlos. $2 super chat. He says 2-week pre-order window for all figures worldwide. Does that rub anybody the right way? Fab. See those gears turning.
Sounds like Queen Studios in art scam. So no.
They're gonna drop it again in a week after.
And then you just reopen it. Riley, go ahead. Continue. Or
No.
Joao, where are you going?
No,
I don't
Joao,
remember
Joao.
anymore.
No, you're sure. No,
But
it's
before we
okay.
keep going to P-Rock here, we got 56 in the house watching this great show with this
I'm
awesome
not
panel.
What's
Make sure you
up?
take a moment to please like this video. Subscribe if you haven't. I have a lot of fun in this small community on YouTube. And please also subscribe to my friends' YouTube channels as well. I have it all in the description below, except for Fabs, because we don't want you to follow him. No, because he came on late, so I'll have to add that later. But Fabs is closing in on 1,000.
Yeah.
Just
Actually,
200 and some odd
actually-
ones.
wait. Get it right. I'm on the road to 10,000. Get it right.
Wow.
10,000.
This,
And then he'll
this
quit.
guy.
We have another super chat from Superhero Displays. He says, fair points, maybe just a max pre-order window of 3 to 6 months.
That's too long.
Yeah.
Do you know what is the pre-order window here?
Man, guys, give him a break. He's giving me some super chat.
Agree with him. I totally agree.
No,
That's too long.
I mean, now
Do
you
not
have
spoil the
a year and a half to
collectors.
pre-order it. He's still cutting it down 2/3. I don't like this. Move the store to Disneyland, California, because I'll never get there.
Yes, I
Move
seconded it. I second Mario's comment.
Move it to the
That's really weird.
farmland, right in the middle of the
No.
U.S. of A.
Put one on the East Coast,
Chicago.
one on the East Coast, South, West, everywhere. Then I
Bro, West Coast the
put
best.
one in New
coast.
York, and then
Come
put
on.
one in.
I think it would be already good if they just set up like a warehouse for distribution over there, even if they don't own any store. If they can do the distribution by themselves, I think it would be already great for you.
They should have
True.
one in California, one in New York. That's it.
Yeah, probably. Either way, I got to drive, I guess. Whatever.
Either
You're
way.
screwed either way.
P-Rock. So you own Hot Toys. What's one thing you would do different?
Probably buy some Hot Toys first, and then
Instead of buying
This is
Godzilla.
my welcome in here, Fabio. This is the welcome baby for coming in here. This is what I receive. I come in late. I was deciding, I was like, yo,
hi,
should
Dale.
I come in? And then I get bullied by Fabio. As
You
soon as
could
I
have just
Oh,
went to
now
bed.
it's a
No, voy a play. Estoy jugando.
Uganda.
What I'll do different? Let me see. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I kind of nothing because I like the way I'm doing it so far. Like I collect mostly Star Wars. I'm not a big MCU fan, so I don't.
You didn't understand the question.
All right, so P-Rock is gone. Obviously, he doesn't know
Your
what
Hot
he's
Toys
talking
did
about.
nothing. Oh my! So he just comes on after being late, and then he gets kicked off. Nice.
You showed up to the wrong screen. That's
Bro, you didn't understand the question. Imagine that you
What would I
own
do
Hot
different? I
Toys.
don't know. I do
You
own
own
Hot
Hot
Toys.
Toys. The company is
No,
yours.
the
What
company-
would you do different?
Fabio threw me off because you came in all aggressive on me. No, boy, play.
He's like, I do own Hot Toys. I got 6 of them here.
If you own Hot Toys,
I have
Because
Star
he's like
Wars. I have
racist. I got that color friends. Anyways, what would I do different? If all right, so if I own Hot Toys, I will freaking definitely either sell or reopen the freaking Predator and Aliens line and reissue or make some like remodels or something. There's so many characters that can make. We could get the whole Lost Tribe Predators from second movie. We can even get like redo Predator, redo Terminator, RoboCop, all the old school ones. Redo all those and then jump on some new stuff. Like just jump on comic book based characters, not just the movie stuff.
So now, question for you: as the owner of the company, what would be your goal going backwards to that, knowing that they're already made?
Attracting new.
What would you do differently from the figures that are already out?
I mean, improve on them. Obviously, like I know the Predators, the first ones have supposedly terrible bodies, so I would basically redo the whole bodies, like not do reissues, like a whole like a re-release, like the same character, but like a 3.0 or like even a 5.0, whatever you want to call it, like an improved version upon it.
Real skin.
would you keep the same?
No, real leather,
Yeah.
real leather. Like
Yeah.
and they don't have much. They don't have much leather on them, so the little bit amount they have, it won't cost that much to have real leather, like on their crotch and the chest areas where they do have pleather at.
Everybody loves a leather crotch.
You want their leather crotch?
Yeah, you gotta have that. You need that soft stuff to protect you, man. You
Oh,
can't
you
have that
have
hard stuff.
you have to understand too, though. Like people always say, real leather, right? So that present toys, what the hell was it? Indiana Jones came with real leather, and that jacket is stiff as hell. Like there's no creasing; it's just way too stiff.
But there's different leathers. There's like crappy
No,
leather, and then there's
correct. But I'm saying, look at what they did. So would you use what different type of leather, or would you use like what? What would you use?
I would use like not like in art type leather where it's gonna cost $300, something like closer to like the midpoint. And next, just for the Predator figures because they don't have much leather on them. I mean, they do have leather on them.
You won't use. So you as the owner won't use high quality stuff. You're going to be using cheaper stuff.
I'll use high quality stuff on like the characters that have less amount of leather or pleather on them. The ones that have like Vader, that's gonna be an expensive figure if I go high quality from head to toe.
I like how PRock's the only one getting grilled about what he would do different.
I know, man. I love it. I like it. But no, I will do that different because I'm now, and then the end goal will be just to get new fans again, like just to get people who missed out on the first ones. But then not only that, you get new fans from jumping into like other characters in that line, and then just different like the comic book line. If you go to the comic book route, you will get a lot more fans and a lot more options for figures instead of having like 50 different Iron Mans and 4 different Batmans.
It's true.
I mean,
You
again,
get more options.
we talked about too, kind of just how Spider-Man.
I'm sorry
and
if
Iron
you guys
Man
hear something in the
figures-
background. It's my AC is hot as hell over here.
I don't hear anything.
We were talking to how Iron Man and Spider-Man figures are just sitting on the shelves now too. I mean, imagine if you could do like John McClane from Die Hard, or even another Ripley, or there's just tons that they haven't even tapped into yet.
Buzz
Catwoman.
Lightyear.
Yeah. Buzz Lightyear.
No, they showed the cos babies of them. That's why I'm wondering. Like, do you guys think that they might make a Buzz Lightyear?
It's funny you say that because I'm expecting them to. That new movie that came out, there's so many different possibilities for a Buzz Lightyear. You have him as the person, you have him with the suit, you have him with half a suit. Yep. So I see it coming? Yes. Do I want them to make it? Absolutely. I would definitely.
If they go that route, hopefully they go the Woody route and make something better than that creepy thing Joel reviewed.
It would go.
Because and I tell you what, because if you don't want the creepy thing, I will not keep that Woody in. He's in the box.
You ain't keeping that Woody.
He's in the box now.
That Woody scared him straight.
Nightmares.
At this moment, if you don't want that creepy one, you have other option. No, you add other options. You go to buy the custom one from Toyman that will cost you only $1,200 or $1,400.
No,
that's the only option. That's the only option you have. And he's doing a Buzz Lightyear that I think he already finished all pre-orders. And I asked him the price, and he quoted me the normal version was $1,300, something like that.
You're so passive aggressive with your information. You know that. He's like, well, then you just get the one for $1,200.
Yeah, if I go interrogation.
Because there's no middle option here. Of course, I would like Hot Toys to make them, and I think they would make faster a Woody and the Buzz Lightyear than they would make Ripley from Alien. As much as we love Ripley from Alien, I can tell you there is no market for that. No mass market for that.
For Alien?
Who's Ripley?
You see, these are the new collectors.
Ran on my
he's playing, right? He's playing.
These are the new. No,
okay.
No, but Riley, it's true. Most of the new collectors, the younger generation, they don't care nothing about Alien. Is a movie from the 80s. You need to.
They don't care about the characters, but they do like the xenomorph, like the actual alien creature, but not the characters, not Ripley and stuff like that.
Kids nowadays just care about this kind of stuff.
That's not the one I reviewed. The one I reviewed is much friendlier.
That Woody's definitely on meth right now.
Look at that articulation. That's good.
Yeah, it's better than Spider-Man. Tell you that.
Wow. Wait, what? Which Spider-Man?
All right. Well, I think we talked about a lot of stuff that we would do differently. I'm just gonna run through the chat here, make sure we didn't miss anything. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't announce a figure till it's ready to ship. Well, that's interesting. But you kind of have to do the pre-orders to know kind of how many you got to make, what kind of interest there is.
Unless it's like numbered, but
right. Kind of like what Riley said, I believe, kind of pre-order limited chase number editions, exclusivity.
I would love to have Hot Toys numbered editions.
That'd be cool.
They did that for the Loki, right? But that was like a bunch of stickers and stuff. Like they did the
No, it's
special
not- yeah,
edition,
Yeah, it's like an Asia only edition with the stickers and the
right?
t-shirt.
And there's only like a few hundred or something like that.
Right,
Yeah.
but that only happens with Asian release only figures. It's only the ones over there, never the ones that come to the US.
Anytime they do some limited edition or something special, people
Yes, sir.
tend to not care so much. Do you own? I think Fabio owns the Scarecrow and the Batman Nightmare.
He's coming out.
That was a 10 years edition. A nice box. The two figures inside.
Demon Batman, Demon Batman, and
Yeah.
I would want Predator. I guess at the Lost Tribe, like the whole 7 of them from the end of part 2.
You can keep making Iron Man figures. You can keep making Predator figures, right? P-Rock?
Yeah, all you have to
We
do-
can never have
I mean,
enough.
It's not like a big, huge difference. Some have different mandibles, some have different mass, some have
Battle
different-
damage. I mean,
yeah,
we got one
color.
battle damage, but like, you know, we can change it up a little bit. We can
Did they ever
do a
make the
bunch of
Shaman?
stuff. I don't think so.
That would
You
be
guys
nice
gonna
one
watch that new show?
What
or
happened to
whatever?
Big
That's
Breda?
coming?
Yeah, I'm a Predator fan, so I'll give it
know
a
what he's
chance,
doing.
but my hopes are kind of low.
Yeah, I'm hoping the new Prey movie is good, but man, the trailer looks good. But
It
I
It's
can
a
looks
just
trailer.
see
It's
it.
a series. It's not a movie. It's a
Good,
series.
but I
No,
don't
it's a movie.
know.
No, I think it's a series. It's a series on
That's
Amazon.
No, it's a series on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hulu.
or
Hulu,
Hulu,
right?
yeah, it's a series.
Oh, gosh, is it all going to
Well,
come
yeah,
out at
it's
once,
like-
like a Netflix, or is it week by
I'm
week?
just-
I have no
I
Do you
idea.
think Hot Toys could do a figure from that?
They could, but
They
why
could.
are they not doing that? That's
I
the
think
thing. If you're not gonna do figures with it, sell the damn license.
Maybe it has to be like popular
The other
enough.
companies do
They're
it.
waiting.
I think that's the
I'd love to see
thing.
3-0
They're going to
do
wait
it,
and see
try
if
it.
it's popular enough, and if it's a piece of junk movie, then
Sell the license.
or series, I guess. All right. Well, speaking of that, Doc Smizzle says Hulu's week by week. Son of a gun.
Doc Smizzy, what up, bro? What's up?
Smizzle my nizzle, y'all. All right. Next, I want to ask you guys 3 figures in your collection that you will never, ever sell. Never say never, but you would never sell at
Oh, I'm saying never.
during this time. Now, Fabs, I know for sure doesn't like to sell. I don't think P-Rock does either. But we'll just put you in a scenario like if you had to sell. These 3, you're never going to get rid of. Fabs, let's go with you first.
I would say my first one would be Venom. I love that
Oh.
figure.
The Jello looking one.
Huh?
The Jello looking one.
Jello?
It's
Yeah,
No,
made of
Jello.
gelatin.
Venom. And then believe it or not, that Rambo, that 3-0 Rambo is beautiful. And let me see what. Oh, and probably my my artist mix Venom figures. I love those things.
Now, is it just because you love the figure so much, or are you a huge Venom fan?
Oh, I love Spider-Man. I love Venom.
Okay.
I like Venom more than Spider-Man, believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like the Venom movies?
They were okay. I mean, the second one was worse than the first one. I think they could have been better. But it is what it is. What are you gonna do? I feel like they just needed to put him into the other, into the circulation of the whole MCU. So I feel like that's why they rushed those movies. But it is
Right.
what.
Joao, 3 figures that will never leave your collection. I'm going to guess one of them.
Very easy. Which one?
Joker DX8.
Joker DX8, Batman 89, Batmobile 89.
Oh,
Will
I
never
need
leave
that
the collection.
Batmobile.
These will never leave the collection. Will go to the grave with me.
Why did you say that so fast? Did you plan this? Did you practice this?
It's
on
in
my
his will,
phone.
man. Don't
Practice,
worry about it.
because-
It's in his will.
because
man.
are the figures that I like the most in my collection, and were the first ones I got from Hot Toys. Not the Batmobile, the Batman DX09 and the Joker DX08. Yeah,
If anybody has a Batmobile 89 out there that wants to
so
sell,
I
it
have
to me
one.
for
I can
really
sell you
cheap.
mine. 2,500 plus shipping.
Well, it's cheaper
I was
than the one on
going to the
eBay.
grave.
He had that ready
3,500.
too. He had that ready too.
because I can buy I can sell you mine, and I can buy two then.
And I could buy 2. Unbelievable.
People are trying to gouge me for the prices over here.
I can,
I tell you,
Can you imagine?
without honestly, do not pay do not pay more than, I can tell you what. Do not pay more
I wasn't gonna
than
pay more than $1,200.
$500. Do not pay more than $600 for it.
Well, I'll never get one.
Oh my god,
I can't find one for under 14.
that's not bad at all. Why don't you just order it through Julio and he'll ship it to you from China?
No way.
He'll ship it to his, from his grave.
No way.
I tell you why. I give you two reasons. That clamshell that came with that Batmobile, even it's very well. The box is huge and a lot of polyfoam. It comes with that clamshell to protect the Batmobile that belongs to the Batmobile. That has foam. That foam is not good enough, and most of the Batmobiles that people receive already had scratch on it because that plastic is very easy to get scratched.
Yes,
I don't know if
mine came with scratches from Sideshow. Absolutely, yep.
Yeah, most of them were scratched.
I mean, you can't really tell, but you got to really look for them. But they were there.
Right.
But it's an amazing figure, an amazing vehicle. Let me tell you, they will never. If they do it again, I will be mad.
There's one person's fault for the reason that I don't have that 89 Batmobile, and it's Ezra Miller is who it is. Because the guy keeps screwing up, ruining my
Getting
chances of a reissue.
Before you continue, listen very carefully to what Joao just said. Listen very carefully. He said, if they make it again, I will be very mad. But what did he say when you were asking him about if he owned Hot Toys? I do not care about reissues. I don't mind if other collectors get the figure again. Did he not just say that, or am I bugging out?
No, I said that, but I said for some figures,
But he likes his older figure.
I like the older stuff.
He's picking and
but
choosing.
wait,
Fabio's on your head.
One thing more, Graham. Think of this: if you get that Batmobile, you know that it will not fit in your model cases, right?
It will. I'll have an inch to spare. Yeah.
I mean,
I've measured
the depth.
No, it fits.
It's 39 inches long. The module case is 43, and I think it's like.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them in the module case. That's how I know it fits. I've seen it.
Yeah, it'll be tight, but yeah,
it's really nice. Yeah, actually, I saw somebody with the Batmobile inside the module case with Batman, the Joker inside as well, and I think there was something else going on in the back. I just don't remember what it was, but yeah, there was plenty of room in there.
Yeah, because I think if you have the Batmobile, you need to have Batman, Joker together, posed together there. Not just a vehicle throw there. Not just like Fabio that just put in the top of the Detolfs.
I got no. Where do you want me to put it?
On the ground?
Yeah,
on the floor.
On the floor. Yeah.
P-Rock, 3 figures. I hope one of them's a Predator.
Oh no, sorry. They're all 3-0. Berserk Black Swordsman, 3-0 Skull Knight from Berserk, and then the Medicom Guts Band of the Hawk Berserk. All Berserk figures, all 3.
Am I going to be the only one to be stupid here and ask what Berserk is?
What?
Isn't that the
sorry,
anime?
I can't be here
That's
no
the
more.
anime show.
Yeah, he's anime, something like
anime.
That. I also.
That's one of the best, most gruesome, most mature. And this guy's been through everything and keeps going. All right, you know what? You send me, give me your address after this. I'm gonna ship you the first Anubis that has like the first 3 episodes or issues in there. I'll ship you this right here, and you can start reading it.
Oh no, thank you. That's very kind.
It has
of
pictures.
You,
It has pictures. It's not just words. It has pictures.
What is it, like a comic book?
And they're black and white, no less. Unbelievable.
Hey,
trying to.
actually, no. If you go on Netflix,
book, I demand
there's a
color.
movie. There's 3 movies on Netflix. If you go on Netflix, there's 3 movies.
And it's anime.
Yep, anime, but is bloody. There's nudity.
Yeah,
there's
I did see commercials for that. It's very, very gory. Yeah, it's a lot of blood.
You enjoy it.
Right.
I didn't watch it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, thank you for educating me, and I'm sure a couple people in the chat, and not making me feel like a total idiot. It's all good.
See,
we got Sixth Scale Mafia in the house. Says Joe, I'm eating something called hamburgers. Do they have those in Russia?
In Russia, I don't know, but we have them here.
We have them here.
We also have Cam's collection in the house. What's going on?
What's
good, fellas?
Oh, that was funny.
Get off my lawn in in a break between drinking his warm milk says, "Howdy at PRock."
What's up? What's up? Get off my lawn.
Um,
I like
All
that
right.
picture.
Riley, what would be your 3 that you would never sell?
Never say never, but
Right.
I'd probably say Empire, the 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back Vader, because I actually got that as a gift, so I'm never selling that. I'm gonna keep that. So, and also probably a 501st Deluxe, because I just love the clones. It's like my favorite thing. I like Clone Wars a lot, the clones. And
This comment.
third, I don't know if I would never ever do it, but I'd probably keep my Age of Ultron Hulk Deluxe, because I really like the bust that comes with, or like his bust thing with no articulation. It's really cool because you don't see any joints or anything. So I'd probably stick with those 3.
All right. That's those are some good ones. I'm actually going to fall in line here kind of with Joao over there. Mine were going to be the DX8 Joker, the DX9 Batman, and my RoboCop figure, because I sold it once and
No
I learned
Predator?
my lesson.
I sold it once. I learned my lesson never again.
We're none of us perfect. But
What's
no,
RoboCop?
oh gosh, Riley.
What is it?
Moving on, we're gonna go to the next thing here. Come on, Riley.
Wow. I'm just kidding around, kind of.
I can't believe my parents let me watch that when I was like 4. I can't believe it.
Did you watch the movie, Riley, the RoboCop, the first one?
I actually haven't. I haven't really.
Oh.
I seriously haven't. My dad, like, it's like one of his favorites, but my dad, it's one of his favorites. I've just never seen it. Sorry.
I even like
do you have
RoboCop
to
too.
remove it again? You have to remove me again?
No,
Hey, I was removed. Don't worry about it, man.
I'm too much in shock. I don't know.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, we're all
What about-
even. 'Cause I was in shock too. You said,
All right.
No,
yeah,
but
So I know Riley's younger, but have you seen like the first Predator?
I think I've like seen it, but like I don't really remember it that much. Like,
And you haven't seen Alien, you said.
no.
Aliens
No,
is better in my opinion.
Did you see
but-
Friday?
it's better, but that's one
That's the
thing.
one with like the alien going through the girl's stomach, like. bleh.
Well, don't spoil
Yeah.
it, please.
Oh,
Come on,
So
that's
it's
old.
like-
Sorry.
There's no
Sorry,
spoilers now,
spoilers
man.
for
That's like
how many
50 years
year
ago.
olds?
Yeah, get out of here.
Those are
I'd
amazing
buy that
movies
for
us.
$1.
Those are amazing movies for us,
Have you
but
seen-
because you have some nostalgia attached to it. Because if a guy like Riley go to watch RoboCop, maybe he will not enjoy it as much as we did because we watched
I
it back in the day.
He's
In
different
your
different
childhood.
generation, and I'm sure
Yeah,
he's got his
Predator, man.
nostalgia movies. But man,
I
I
love.
just
Hey, yeah, I love the prequels, and that's not one of the
Stick
most
around.
favorite movies. So
oh man, I'm just having a hard time getting through this though. Trying to move on here. What were we talking about? 3 figures never sell. Okay. Yeah, but no, that RoboCop is a Hot Toys work of art. For how old it is still, I think, one of their best figures that they've made. So, Joel, you have that figure, right?
I have the battle damage, not the normal one.
And Fabs, you have it, right?
Which one?
We
RoboCop.
have all.
The RoboCop,
You just
like the not the ED 209, the other one, the actual RoboCop.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I have actually.
We have them all.
I have the RoboCop 3, the original from Hot Toys, the plastic one. I have that one. I have, and then I got obviously all the new ones. But yeah, I have the original. It's so crappy, but it's what they had back then. So
yeah,
So Anthony says he saw Predator in theaters in 1987. He says, I was 6 years old. We were a good generation. And Carlos says,
was it black and white, Anthony?
damn, Mafia, you're old as shit.
That's what's up.
No, man, I tell you, Alien. I watched Alien in the cinema, and I
Knowledge
didn't
is
sleep for the
knowledge.
whole weekend.
What? From what? 80?
Yeah, I was
first
scared
one?
as
you had to have
shit
the
with
night
that
light
movie.
on, and your lights on.
That
It
was a
is,
creepy movie.
it is
though, 'cause
creepy.
was
You know
like
what movie
still
creeped
had
me out
slow
was
pace.
Leprechaun 3.
What?
Watched Leprechaun 3 alone when I was in 6th grade. Couldn't sleep in my room for a year.
Oh my god!
I thought you said
Oh,
Leprechaun 1. I meant Leprechaun
No
1. was
way.
creepy,
I
but
started with
3
3
was
for
more
some
like
reason. Well, geez, I'm in 6th grade. He's just scary looking. Didn't even know that was Warwick Davis for a while. Anyways, yeah, let's see what a couple of you guys said. Mario says the quarter Vader, 66 Batman. Damn Toys Godfather. Those are
Ooh,
good ones.
Which one, Mario? The formal or golden year?
The formal.
I'm
He's
pretty sure
talking
the
about the
formal, yeah.
formal,
Yeah,
not the orange one. The oranges one.
oranges. Oh,
Deal.
it does come with the oranges in the bag.
Money
Yeah.
talks, Riley.
Deal. Cough it up. Let's go. Just kidding.
And just like that, he's selling a figure he would never sell.
It's a deal.
Let's see. Jable says, if I had to pick 3 when you click Star Wars, A New Hope, Obi-Wan, man, that's another one that's on my radar. Luke and Han, Chewie 2-pack. Wonder which of Luke? Farm Boy Luke? Stormtrooper Luke? Tremble
Luke.
Dust says, original Exorcist scared the living shit out of me. Yeah.
Oh man,
The Shining
that
too,
one.
with the lady in the tub. Come on.
That movie is crazy. Exorcism, Poltergeist. Those movies creep me out.
Yeah, Exorcist.
Yeah.
Exorcist.
Anybody see? I know Riley's definitely not old enough, but the Beauty and the Beast sitcom in the late '80s.
Absolutely.
I
That
saw
scared
that.
me too.
The
man.
TV show, right?
Yeah, that scared
What's
me.
Oh, that was horrible.
Linda, what's her name?
Oh,
Hamilton. I didn't know
Hamilton.
those was a show.
Yes, I
Yeah.
remember. Yep.
And then the Beast is the guy from Alien 3.
Oh, I think I remember that now. He looks like Bon Jovi or something.
He's like a lion.
He looks
Yeah,
like Bon
he looked
Jovi.
like
dude.
Bon
He
Jovi.
had
He looked
hair.
like Bon Jovi.
Yeah, he had the
One
white
of the
shirt.
Steelers,
on.
I think.
I watched that one. Yeah.
Those cheesy commercials for those.
With that longer hair.
I remember. I remember the
I
face.
remember that. I do remember. It.
My parents would tell me that I would say it was my favorite show, but then every time it was on, I would like cower behind the chair. But I tried. Let me just pull this up here. We're getting way off topic, but that's okay.
That's funny. Who brought that up? Beauty the Beast.
Let's see if I can get back here. Here we go.
What happened to Julio? He left.
Yeah.
Did he?
Where's Joao?
They did.
That
leave.
is it
Wow.
right there. Yeah. Oh, that was she? She was in
She was Terminator. In Terminator.
Yeah.
Linda
He's
Hamilton.
Scary.
I remember that face, man.
Look at that butt. Yo.
That's
Ooh, I
right,
wish you had
yes.
that there.
Maverick Collector says
Look at that curve. Wow.
he played Hellboy, right?
It looks like Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, he
You
was
ever
the
seen
original
that movie?
Hellboy.
This was really scary.
Oh, Ron Perlman.
Scary.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, scary stuff.
Tiene tremendo culo.
Anyways,
Unbelievable.
thank you guys in the chat for sticking with us while we just hang out here because yeah, we're just reminiscing, we're having fun. and-
Hellboy, Ron Perlman. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Jable said also scared him as a kid, so
Beauty and the Beast.
yeah, man.
You play all those
I
creatures.
used to watch it in Spanish.
Well, I didn't know they had it in Spanish. Holy snap.
No, I
Do we have
swear to God.
subtitles back then?
No. So obviously, I was born and raised in Colombia, so TV was always it was not subtitled. They were speaking Spanish, but it was an American show.
Dubbed over?
Right. So I would listen to everything in
In
Spanish.
South
So,
America, they dubbed
Yeah,
everything, even the
Sa-
movies.
Star Wars, I watched all of it in Spanish. So that's why I don't remember a lot of stuff because it was so long ago, and it was in Spanish, no less. So
Could have swore it was a sitcom. I thought it was on-
Ayúdame,
thought it was,
Obi-Wan.
It was a
Ayúdame.
miniseries then?
Maybe.
I've been a miniseries then.
All right, well, let's move on. The next thing that we're going to talk about is how we kind of manage our collection. So we kind of touched upon it, Joel and I did on Friday with Marco from 16 Fix.
And with Mario, no?
Oh yeah, and Mara, yes. How could I forget? But we were talking about like rotating figures, and if as a collector, do we have everything on display at once, or do we rotate, or do we just not have the space, so we kind of have to do the rotation, or do we just sell so that we can make room and have everything on display at once? Would love to hear what you guys do in the chat. But Riley, I'll start with you. Do you have the problem where you have to rotate figures, or do you have everything on display? Would you sell figures if you ran out of room to get more, or would you just do the rotation? What seems more appeasing to you?
I think for me, I'm honestly fine selling figures. I have done like a little bit of like a purge in the past where I've just gotten some figures out that I've not felt as much love for. I think that just happens. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. When I sell figures, I feel like I would regret it if I sold it, but obviously having experienced it now, once I like sold out, I think I sold off like 9 figures. I was just fine with it. I was 2 weeks passed, and I was like, okay, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just moving on. Maybe I can come back to it in like a year or two and just rebuy it off the money, because I usually sell it. Well, I wouldn't say that, but I try and sell when I'm trying to like break even or making a profit, and I'm just trying to fund other figures in the collection. I definitely don't rotate figures. Like whatever my display is, once it becomes like big enough, I'll just sell off the figures that I can't contain anymore or something, because I don't really like moving around my stuff that much. I like to just have a set display and then just sticking with it. But yeah, like Carlos. But yeah, collecting. Whenever I want to get something like in the future, like even statues, that for that matter. I mean, I've really wanted to get a statue, and I felt comfortable just once I had enough money from like Hot Toys saved up for like $2,700 like worth of Hot Toys, or $2,000. Once I sold it off, that helps you able to fund the statue or collectible you want to get. So I think for everything I realize that I'm not too fussed about selling off figures, and I don't think you should be either, unless it's a character you're gonna regret if you do sell it. But if it's just someone that you really just like, if you like the figure and you're not feeling as much love for it, or you kind of fell out of the IP, then letting it time to get out and let go, there's nothing wrong with that. So that's my 2 cents of it.
What about you, Joao?
Well, I think it's like this. For my experiences, I already sold figures, but I always regret when I sell figures. Always. I sell, I think, okay, I'm okay without them. But most of the times I always regret. So I stopped selling figures for a while now. Unless it's really a figure, it's like a third party, and I really don't need that in my collection, doesn't fit. I would probably be okay with selling it. Or if it's a very good deal that I can sell it, because you know that apart from not only Hot Toys, but third parties, they disappear quite fast, and it's difficult to get them afterwards. And they seem, you can get the third party sometimes for 150, 160, and you say, okay, this is not expensive, I can get it. But sometimes you can sell them for 300-400 easily, because people want them, and there is none in the market, and those figures are easy to go. So Hot Toys, I tend really not to sell. I prefer to rotate them or keep them in boxes. I have some in boxes because I don't have place to display now, and until I have my display figured out, I will have to rotate them or to just keep them in boxes. I have a couple of them that I will not open.
Interesting.
The X19, look, I haven't opened. I will not open maybe the X19 until the Joker Day in Art come out.
See, for me, this is just my personal opinion. Like if I'm keeping something in the box, I'm like, why do I even have this? If it's not important enough for me to have on the shelf, or whatever space is something, but if it's still not one of the figures that made it to the shelf, then I'm like, is this really something that I need? And then I kind of consider selling it, because I don't know, like,
but
I
you
guess
have the space
right now I do, yeah, but
Yeah.
I didn't before. I had a couple figures that I would sell, but for me too, it's changed where, like, I got Star Wars up in the corner here, and now that I have the module cases, it's one set. It's like a scene, and I have like the Shore Trooper that now it worked really well in the DTOF because it was all by itself, but then now I'm putting it with everything else, and it's pretty much just OG trilogy. So I'm like, I don't know if I really need this. I don't. It's just not. I'm not feeling it right now. So like that one, I'm gonna sell because I could make room for a different figure to come into the collection. So I guess that's I kind of am like Riley, where I can disconnect and say, like, I'm going to sell this to get something else or to make room for something else. But I'm also with you, Joao, where I've made mistakes too, and I've sold figures that I then regretted. Now I had to get them back in the collection. So it does go both ways.
Right.
Right. PRock, how about you? I know you don't like to sell, but do you consider selling when you're running out of room, or do you just find a way, or do you rotate?
I rotate, and I sold 3 figures total before, and just it bothered me selling them because I just remember like the memories of actually buying the figure, going through the process of getting the figure and everything.
Made you feel dirty?
Wait, quick question.
No.
When you guys say rotate, you mean you put it back in the box and store it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never.
Or not really putting it back. Sometimes you can put it, if you have OCD like me, there's ways to possibly put them in the bin still in the stand and still standing without falling. And then you can basically swap them out easy that way. So they're still standing there with their accessories on and everything. So whatever you want, it's easy rotate them.
They're still displayed in storage.
Yeah. Because limited space. I don't have space like that right now. So that's not the reason why I don't want to sell them, because I know I'm gonna get the space eventually.
So then you have a big container where they're all going. They're all going
Yep.
when you. Oh, I got you.
I got plastic bins. I put little silicone packs in there. I got a dehumidifier in the basement, air purifier. So I keep most of my stuff in the basement. The stuff that's not on display in the boxes. Because I know I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get the space eventually. So that's my thing too. I know if I sell the figures, it's gonna be harder for me, especially because I'm selective with my purchases. So I make sure I buy figures that I know I grew up with and loved. So it's kind of hard for me to get rid of them. I have nothing against people who sell. Trust me. I kind of do want to sell some of my figures. It's just I wish.
You're working your way to it. It's like knocking over a vending machine. You got to rock it first before it finally tips over.
Like, no, there's only one hot toy I would do. I kind of want to sell my Ray. That's the only one I want to sell, because I'm like, all right, I don't really have a place for her in my collection. I just got her because I wanted Kylo Ren, but I have Kylo Ren displayed with Maul and Vader. So like my Ray's just in there, like kind of odd. But I don't know. It's just
She belongs in that case, so put her in there.
no. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's just hard. And then if I do sell them, then eventually I want them back, and then I have to pay double the price, or sometimes like even more. And then just going through the hassle of like trying to deal with like sellers who you can't trust completely. I don't want to go through that if I already have the figure. So that's why I was like, all right, I'll just keep it and just put it in storage for now. And then when I finally get the space and I get displays, I can actually have them out. Like I said, I don't buy everything though. I don't buy everything. Right. Star Wars only, and smaller scale stuff, and Godzilla stuff, and some like Marvel stuff, but only comic based stuff. That's it.
I could see the other side of the coin too, where people actually like it keeps them involved in their collection when they rotate, because it's almost like something fun for doing, almost like reposing, like you're rotating. But for me, if I'm not seeing the figures, then I'm kind of like, why do I even have it? So, but I understand people doing that, and it's kind of like a fun thing. Fabs, how about you? Do you have anything in storage because you don't have any more room?
No, everything that I have is displayed, obviously, besides the sealed boxes. Like I said, I've never heard of rotation. I don't know what that is. So I've never done it. I didn't know.
Stop judging us, man. Stop judging us.
I didn't know it was a thing. I never heard of it. I didn't know what that meant. But yeah, no, everything that I get, I display. Whatever doesn't fit in the cases either goes in the detail or on top. But yeah, I whatever I get is displayed. I don't store anything, because what's the point then? You know what I mean?
The other thing too was Mario says rotating sucks. I'm considering selling, and the reason he's saying that too is because he's run out of room, so he has a bunch of stuff in storage. So for the guys that don't want to sell because of regret, would you rather pay for like a storage unit to keep all of your extras in, or would that then push you to start selling?
Yeah, if I had to do that, I would.
Yeah, I would not. I would not pay for storage. Absolutely not.
Right now, everything's my basement. I got enough space down there. So
it's very expensive. Storage sounds really, really appealing when you see, first free month and then, $9.99 a month or whatever. But for some reason, the bill's always like $50. I don't know why, but it gets expensive. So I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I'll tell you that.
I know for me too, like with all of my shippers and stuff, it's definitely.
I think Mario does statues too, though, so that's why he needs a storage space.
But for me, it's like spaces are getting tight. I got stuff under the steps. I got stuff in the back storage room. I got stuff in this toy closet, and it's just like, what happens when we run out of room? So here's another question: would you ever, and is this like an abomination, or would you ever consider tossing your art boxes and shippers? What about for the guys that wouldn't sell?
Exactly. I don't sell, so I probably would. The only reason I
or sell them, I guess you could sell them for a few bucks.
Because my thing is like, when my time comes, hopefully it passes to my son. So whatever he wants to do with it, it's up to him. So that's why I kind of want to keep the boxes just for that. Because if he needs to sell them for something in the future when I'm not around anymore, and I don't see my preciouses going away to other people, then whatever, I don't care. So that's the only reason I would keep it. But if I was freaking a vampire and I knew I was going to freaking live for the next 800 years, I would destroy my boxes.
Let me tell you something.
Not the art boxes.
Let me tell you something.
I'll just.
clamshells and everything. Shippers,
No,
Definitely
don't
the
matter.
shippers. Definitely the
Ar-
shippers.
Yeah, maybe the shippers, but I think the R box have their own like they have
Some
cool
of the
stuff
boxes
in
I'll
there.
keep.
Yeah.
Definitely the DX and the Classic Suit Spider-Man. I'll keep those two, definitely.
Does anybody
If-
understand keeping art boxes but not shippers? I don't understand that.
Well, because it's a completely different
Yeah.
thing. It's two different worlds: a shipper and an art box.
But it
The
fits
art
right
box-
over it.
No,
Exactly.
No.
You just
I get what you're saying. That doesn't make
But
sense. If you're going to throw out the art box or the shipper, just leave them together. It's the same thing.
Right.
But,
Well, some people could display the art box behind the figure. Like
do.
D Knight does that.
They do. No, they do.
He does do that. He puts like the little box behind the figure and it looks pretty good. the way he sets it up.
See, one thing. If I knew that the hobby was a different story, I would have by now probably thrown away all the boxes, literally all of them. But because I know that if I do that, more than half of the price of the figure goes out the window. Why
Right.
would you do that? You know?
Right. I mean, even if you have no intention of selling, you just never know what life's going to throw at you.
It's not worth it. It's not
So if
worth
you
it.
can, I would just strongly urge you to keep the art
Yeah.
boxes.
Yep.
Carlos with the $5 super chat coming through when we need them. He says, I unbox it, take a picture, then box it back up. I'll just look at the picture when I miss it. Very nice.
It's not the same as touching, but I understand.
You gotta be able to touch it.
Yeah, I
with
want to
your
touch
sensors.
that box or at least open it again, smell the figure.
Smell the
Carlos
Yes,
always
those figures
bringing
smell
the
good.
heat here. Let me go back up because Sixth Scale Mafia had a really good point too. Really good idea. He says, "Here's what I do if I'm considering selling. I box the figure up for 2 weeks. If I don't feel like I'm missing it or noticing, then I sell it." 2 weeks, is that enough time for you, Joao, to know if you'd miss it or not?
Nah, I think it's not enough time. I think I would give it a year.
A year? How about you, P-Rock?
I'm sorry,
Was
I was reading the chat. I'm sorry. I was trying to multitask. You caught me off guard. I was hoping somebody else answered.
So Anthony says, if you're considering selling, put a figure away in the box for 2 weeks. If you don't feel like you're missing it or noticing it, then sell it.
That doesn't happen to me. I know exactly where it's at. So when I put it in a box in the bin, they're marked. So when I go to the basement once in a while, I check on the figures. So I make sure there's no mold, there's nothing going on. So I check my figures.
That was not the question.
That's not the question.
I don't know what. I wouldn't say that doesn't happen. What I'm trying to say is that doesn't apply to me. That doesn't apply to me. So I don't put them in the box and forget them because I remember them. I don't forget them.
No, he's saying if you put it in the box,
If you're
you
like,
wanna put
man,
it-
I think I want to sell this figure, you put it in the box and put it away for 2 weeks. And if you don't miss it, then you sell it. But if you do miss it, you just bring it back up.
That also doesn't apply to me too. Because I never got to the point where I want to sell the figure. So I guess the question, I can't answer the question.
okay, then just move on.
Yeah, move on. Next.
Next person.
Jable says selling is tough. I didn't have a goal or focus when I started collecting. And eventually I sold Marvel to only collect Star Wars. That's a good point. I think a lot of us new collectors, we just go crazy hamming on everything because we just see it all and it looks great. And we listen to guys like us on YouTube and, we snatch everything up and then we have a little bit of regret.
I think that's your first sign of maturing as a collector. I feel like, when you start off, you see everything, appealing. Everything's appealing. Everything looks great. But I feel like once you get to a point where it's like, all right, I really know who I am. I really know what I really like. I really know what I really want to collect. Whatever I don't like or want, let me get rid of it. They don't think about it twice. They just, I'm done with it. That's when you've reached a level of collecting where it's like, you know what, I'm in control now. And that's when you're in full 1,000% control of your collection.
See, at my level, that happens to me when I pre-order a figure. I pre-order a figure, and then when I get the notice for payment, that's when I decide, all right, do I really want this
That's
or
when
not?
you cancel it.
Either I cancel it or I keep it. That's what I'm saying. So that's but if I buy it, it stays in my collection forever.
We got Denobi 2 in the house.
Denobi.
What is going on, Denobi? Says Edna mode. I never
Denobi's one
look
that
back,
distracts me.
Dolan. It distracts from the now. I don't know if I read that right or not, but I read it. What's up, Denobi? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, for me, if the other thing too is I typically use my collection to fund my collection. So I do have to kind of sometimes move on from certain figures. Like, I mean, it's easy if.
So let me
Say-
ask you this.
Yeah,
As someone who doesn't sell, like, I'm curious. Like I said, I do want to sell some stuff. So I just want other mentality, mindsets. So, which by you saying that you use your collection to fund your collection. When you buy a figure, does the process go through your mind that you might sell this when you purchase it, or you just say, "Hey, I'm not going to sell this," or you when you purchase it, you're thinking like, "Hey, I might buy this, sell this down the line, so I just want it for now." Like, what's the process going through your head? If you don't mind me asking.
Good question.
Well, I'll be honest. Sometimes I don't think when I buy, so I've matured as a collector as well. Where now I'm starting to think a little bit more. I don't ever buy something and say I'm going to sell this in a little bit because that's not my goal. Is to just sell it. But for example, if I have the DX12 and the DX19 comes out, I'm definitely going to sell the DX12 and then get the DX19 and just kind of it's like a placeholder, like my Catwoman. As soon as that new Catwoman comes out, that's getting sold. Like for me too, I love Darth Vader and I have ESB and Rogue One, but because there's so many characters out there and I love Darth Vader, or I might get the quarter scale, I'm like, well, do I really need the ESB? So it creeps into my head. Do I really need this figure? Or do you think I could sell it and put that towards another figure that I, at this point, want more? Does it always work out? No. Sometimes I do make a mistake and, have to, kind of circle back around. So again, I've kind of learned a lesson when I sold my miscellaneous because I thought back in my younger days of collecting that I just want to focus on Star Wars, Marvel, and DC because I don't know how the miscellaneous fits in my collection. But then I'm like, well, damn, Terminator was one of my favorite movies growing up. RoboCop was one of my favorite movies. I'm a big John Wick fan, and I sold them just because didn't know how they'd fit in my collection. And it's just basically we've talked about it, and Fabs might have even been there. Where it's like, who cares what other people think? Like, you're the one that sees your collection, and you should just collect, basically what you love. So. I sold figures that I bought that were Star Wars that maybe were like side characters that didn't mean as much to me, but that I thought I needed to kind of be a completionist. So I've kind of gotten away from being a completionist as well and just focused on what I really like. So I don't know if that really answers it, but I don't ever have the intention of selling it when I buy, but I've made mistakes on buying figures that I thought were cool, but then it was like Commander Cody. Like, I love the original trilogy.
No, don't tell me you sold that one.
I did.
And
I have no regrets. I love the original trilogy, but I was in a comic book store. I'm like, oh, they got Commander Cody. I'm like, yeah, I think I'd like that. I think I would. I'm like, that's a lot of money, but I think I could buy that.
The moment you say, I think, that's it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yes, because I want to buy something because I have that tendency about myself to buy something. So when it's in front of me and it's a hot toy, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I think I'd like that. And then I have it for a while. I'm like, I could give a shit about this figure. Like, I'd rather have my Terminator back or something. So I think that's what happened to me.
For me, it's like I want that figure. I don't say I think I want that figure.
No, the moment you have to justify getting something, it's already something you don't want.
Right. Yeah, it's like, and that's another thing too. Like, I look at my collection too. I'm like, all right, where can this fit? Can I fit this anywhere in my collection? Do I need this? And once I get to that point, I'm like, all right, I don't need it.
Because if it's something you really want, you already know where it's going. You know what I mean? It's not like you got to figure out where it's going because you already have a spot for it. So that's how you get in trouble.
The other thing too is with space being an issue is, I mean, if I could, I'd just get all these figures and have them all. But with space being limited, I don't want it to look too cluttered. So then I get it too, where I'm like, well, I really want this figure. Is there a figure I would sell to fit this in? So it's, what I want it to look like. That might not always be the best mentality either, because I could see people, then having more regret. But I like what Anthony said, because I'll definitely think about it. I'll have them boxed up, and then not for sale yet, but I'll be thinking about it and how does the collection look without it and stuff like that before I kind of pull the trigger.
That happened to me one time, and I changed my mind. So I told the guy that the package got damaged, so I just canceled the order. Ever since then, that was the last time I tried to sell.
That was the last time.
That was the last time.
But one thing that helps also, imagine
heresy.
Like you can try to complete a line. If you try to complete a line, then you will not deviate from that because you are adding to that line and you are not going to.
See, but I can't go that route because if you then become a completist, I have to get all the figures, even if I don't have attachment to that character, if I don't like the way the character looks, or I don't want to go that route. I don't know. I've never been that type of like I need to have the whole series, the whole set, the whole. I just get the characters that
Right.
I like or the characters that I remember enjoying from growing up, either watching them or from the movie. So that's dangerous if you go that route. You complete this, you have to get.
No, but there are lines that you can complete easier.
Yeah,
For
that's
example,
true.
let's say RoboCop. You get
It'd be
RoboCop
nice
with
to
a
play.
share. You got RoboCop, the battle damage, and Murphy, and you got the what is the robot ED 209?
Yeah,
right?
yep.
Ed.
Ed 209.
That's who-
Okay, you
yep.
got the RoboCop line. Then move
Unless
to the
you do
next one.
Mandalorian.
That's what I'm
Obviously.
doing. That's what I'm doing.
Can you get all from the Mandalorian, like every single release?
I am missing the Remnant Trooper now.
Carlos is on fire tonight. He wants to be cool in the community. He's going to sell his Marvel to collect only Star Wars.
Salty.
Carlos and Anthony
Oh, a lot of
are
people are doing that
in
now. A
discussion
lot of people
over
are doing
there.
that.
What's that, Joel?
It sounds like that's the new trend. That's why.
Yeah.
See, but
Carlos
that's because the whole
Anthony,
celebration.
It's not a new. It's not only a new trend, but if you go to the Facebook groups, the sell groups, many people are selling their Mandalorian figures also.
Yeah, I've noticed
So
that a lot, and they
there
are
a lot of
cheap.
people that bought and they are selling out.
Yep.
And you can get the original Mando for like $220, $240.
And one
250?
thing, one thing is that you guys, a lot of people don't realize also, when it comes to talking about buying and selling is, buying figures and selling figures, years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, was a different
profitable.
world than it is now. You know what I mean? Like now,
value.
back then, exactly, they were more limited. They were less, you would find a figure used, you bought it at, $200. You could get, $350, $400, no problem. Now everything's below because it's so much. There's so much out there, and everybody they don't even care about making money anymore. It's just about please somebody buy this off of me so I could have some money in return. So that's another thing you guys got to compare, because somebody collecting right now is not going to be so eager to sell because there's no money being made. Somebody years ago, though, would be a little bit more comfortable selling because there's money to be made. So it's a huge difference in time as well.
Because many people still think that Hot Toys it's like investing in the stock that you can
Right.
you can sell.
And
At one
it
point
is.
it was. At one point it
But
was.
now cannot.
It was for a long time. It really was for a long time.
But
Ever
now,
since, in my opinion, ever since all these retailers, resellers came out, I think that's what started damaging the entire market. And that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that's what's happening. That's what I think.
That's your fault, Fabio.
My fault.
You manifested
Yeah.
that into
Yep.
existence.
You start buying 3, then I start buying 3.
I never bought overseas like you.
Ooh,
I never bought overseas.
shots fired.
I never bought overseas. I never.
I only buy overseas.
He's
My
never even been
account was never
overseas.
created in
Out
Toys
of it.
Wonderland or any of those
You
sites.
sent me the tracking information for Toys Wonderland. You're like, is it
Yeah,
coming in?
right. Yeah, right. I never even created an account with that. I never even went to it. I went to the website one time to see if they had any coupon figures. They did that.
You were customer of the month of
Get
Toys
out of here.
Wonderland in
Hell,
March.
I have no reward. I don't. If they do have reward points, I have nothing with that. Yeah, hell no. The only overseas sites I buy from is Ami and Hobby Link Japan. That's it.
That's why I don't know if you guys saw the new giveaway. It says sponsored by PRock at the bottom.
Wait, well, who?
Toys Wonderland.
Yeah, right.
We're giving out, what is
I better get paid for that. I better get paid for that. I didn't see no money for that.
We'll give you a free figure.
Yeah, they're giving away, what was it? Some really
Because
rare.
people don't believe that stuff.
I forget what the figure is that they're giving away. But supposedly like $900 or some shit.
Riley, what do you think of what DT Artman says? I keep my figures in the box. I mean, I take them out to pose them, but I put them back in the box when I'm done.
So you have nothing to display? I'm
No,
sorry. I'm
sounds
sorry.
like-
It was
Sounds
all
like he plays with them, and then maybe does photography, and then he puts them back.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if you know John. I don't know if you know John from Collecting Weekly. He collects
does the
Hot
same
Toys
thing.
for many years, and he keeps all the Hot Toys in boxes. He doesn't display them.
I'm not saying that's wrong or anything. I guess I would just wonder what the mindset is behind
I was
that.
going to
Because-
say the same thing. What is the point of that?
He consider Hot Toys as how does he
Value.
as a wine that is
Oh,
to
Better
keep,
with it.
to
They
keep,
age
to
better than they
save,
get.
to age. Exactly.
I see.
Interesting.
That's why he gets upset with the reissues.
And he's completely against reissues.
Yep.
A lot of guys buy and sell like a business. Others just sell at a loss to fund new figures.
And lately, I see everyone selling at a loss.
Yep. For
Yeah.
a long
So, all right. So,
Yeah.
I'm just trying. I guess I'm trying to understand. So, when you say fund your figures too, so like, what's the process of that? Like, do you just go for what's not displayed or whatever is in your display, and you just like the least or whatever doesn't like catch your attention when you look at each
Well,
display?
it's different for everybody. I mean, some people might look at it like a stock market and be like, "Well, this figure, like, I'm not gonna lie, I had the Dark Side Anakin. It was one of those that I bought to replace. Like, I sold my Terminator. I got the Dark Side Anakin. Great figure, but I'm just like, eh. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, well, price is going 650, 700.
Fuck.
Like, I could sell it and fund
What
some of these figures back. So,
Leg cramps.
but sometimes you okay over there, Joel?
This guy is
Good,
Yeah,
man.
it's okay.
he needs
I don't
a
know.
favor in his hand. Unbelievable.
They don't get
Again,
it. You get
I don't
leg cramp
buy
by sitting
anything-
down.
I don't buy anything with the mindset to sell it, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes maybe it's just your mindset changes, and then you're like, well, I could get enough for this figure to get 2 figures or to fund my quarter scale Vader or something like that.
Joel, you want some Nielsen?
No, it's fine. But I mean, but talking honestly, don't you feel good if you have a figure in your collection that you know that you bought for stock price and it's now
Yeah.
much
Sure.
valuable
Yeah.
than before?
Exactly. Yes.
I'm not
I
saying I
think
sell
that-
every
That
figure.
adds value to a collection,
Right.
right?
Yeah, I would agree.
Every night I
100%.
go to I look at my Batmobile and I go to eBay and I scroll
You
through eBay.
son
and
of a
I'm-
gun. Bringing up that Batmobile again.
Damn you,
I open the
Joao.
case and smell it.
But no, that's a
Money.
good
The
point.
Jack Sparrow now, the X15. I bought it for retail price, and you see the prices now.
But that's a good point too. Like, I see the Batmobile, and that's out before I started collecting. So now it's such a premium. I'm like, oh, I really want the Batmobile. What would I do to get that Batmobile? What figures would I sell to fund that Batmobile? I think that's part of the mindset that I sometimes get. And again, that could get you into some trouble. But if there's something that you really want to fund that, you might have to move some things and use them to fund what you want in the collection, I guess, if that makes sense.
But
There's
then along the line, the problem is that it's so uncertain that you don't know if Hot Toys will not reissue that Batmobile.
It's a dangerous game.
Right. You're gonna be
In
looking
the
at
months-
eBay, smiling and laughing, and the night of they do a reissue, and you're gonna.
But for
Right.
me, it's no problem because I paid the stock price for the
Right.
Batmobile, right?
Right.
So
Right,
I don't have a problem with that. If they reissue it, for me, I will feel sad, but it's
But
okay.
it makes you feel better.
I mean,
yeah.
But if you buy the Batmobile now for $1,000, let's say, and then is reissue for 500 or 600,
But why would that make you mad though? If you're not gonna sell it anyway, so why does it matter if they reissue?
Yeah. Why do you
I
care
didn't
about
say
what I
what
get?
I didn't.
Can I be a happy collector?
Sorry.
Graham is so mad.
He doesn't want me to be happy.
Ah,
I want you to be happy. I don't want you to lose money.
that's another thing I was gonna say. You know, it's cool to sell stuff to fund your figure, but I don't think there's anything that you need so badly, you know, to fund so badly that you're gonna lose money on stuff.
Right.
I would never sell anything to fund anything by losing money. Absolutely not happening. So I don't know about you guys, but I would never do that.
Right. I want to give a shout out to Bob Dillon in the house. What is up, Bob?
Yo.
And Metamorphic Customs.
What's
a,
up? What's up?
frequent visitor of the channel. What's going on, Desi?
Does it?
Christian says, just don't buy Hot Toys expecting the value to hike. That's when you get hit. Yeah. Joao, I do the same with my quarter scale Vader.
That's the other one you are looking for, right? You have been searching that.
I am. They're probably
They
both
might
a
do
pipe
another
dream.
one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but even if they do the other one, we already discussed this. It will not be the same one. The head sculpt will be much more damaged than the one that is out now. The one is out now. The head sculpt at that time, Anakin was already completely healed. The head is very clean.
Good point.
Right.
As you see him now in Obi-Wan, the head is still all messed up.
I wonder if it would hold value then, if it does.
It
come
will
out.
hold value, I think. I think
so.
that 1/4 scale is, for me, is one of the best from Hot Toys. It's really, really good.
So, Joel, if they would you prefer if they did a reissue or re-release? Like if they if they did the '89 Batmobile from the new Flash movie instead of the original one, would you be okay with that?
They will never reissue the one from '89. They will do if the Batmobile appear again.
No, it does. It is going to appear in that movie. I'm saying, so if it does appear in that movie,
If the
But I
movie
think
and
if
they,
you
comes
and they
let
out,
make
them
it
people
from
just
that
rebrand
movie,
it.
would you be okay with that?
I will be okay either way, but I think it will not be exactly the same because
Exactly.
they
right.
will fix many mistakes they did with this one. This one is not a perfect vehicle. There are mistakes on this one.
Yeah. See,
The
I'll
lighting,
be the same as you. I'll be okay with it.
there are a lot of stuff they can improve.
Got
But
another super
if,
chat here. Really
if
quick
they-
super chat from Superhero Displays. Thank you again for the super chat. He says, I'll never sell any figs. They're all artwork to me. That's for sure.
I
Go
agree.
ahead, Joe.
No, I was saying that if they reissue the Batmobile, once it enters on pre-order, I can sell mine to Graham.
This guy.
Yeah. Mario says, Mafia, we should sell our collection and get a house.
Oh, what kind of we guys trying to do in the house?
Says we could
No,
then collect
they are talking
statues.
about Star Wars. It's
They
crazy
sold
what
all their
people are
Star
doing
Wars
for Star
figures.
Wars now. Really,
Yeah, I think it's that
It's
whole
crazy.
celebration thing hyped up Star Wars a little bit. Now that's when I started knowing some people were selling the Marvel stuff, or at least been hearing. How long has it been going? Has it been on before that? The whole Marvel purge.
Marvel purge.
After Endgame, probably.
Yeah, I mean, even Captain America's going for like 220 ish.
I think after Endgame line was complete, that's when everything started.
Right. They hit their
But-
peak and now they're in one of the valleys before they come back up.
They are on the valleys, but
It's all trends.
if
So
you-
if you're into trends, you're going to be selling your Marvel collection now and
No.
then going to Star Wars.
So
and-
can I give you can I if you like to fund your collection, can I give you advice to you?
Me?
Now, yes. Now the Mark 85 Battle Damage, I think you can get it from Hong Kong, maybe 250 with shipping, something like that. Get 2 of them. Don't open them and keep them for 5 years. I can tell you that after 5 years, you will sell them at a good price.
But I don't buy figures for that. I don't buy figures to sell them. Like I don't
To
have a
fund your
mindset.
collection. To
I'm just
fund your
saying
collection.
I do use my collection to fund my collection if I have to.
Now is
Everyone's on
everyone
each
going to
other's
buy
heads.
battle?
Guys, you're all on my back.
battle
No,
Five Damage?
no. It's just I'm asking questions. I'm trying to understand from the other side.
All
Like I
right.
said, I really do want some of Ray, but I just can't do it. But I'm trying to understand from the other side, so maybe I can let one figure loose.
Just think though, if you sold Ray, you'd have money in your pocket to put towards that figure you really want. Bo-Katan, Ahsoka.
Oh, screw
Already
it. I
got
will
stuff.
sell my Batmobile and I'll buy a PS5.
I'll give you my
Oh, you
PS5 for that Batmobile. You want that?
I'll give me a Batmobile
Is the disc
right
version?
Yeah,
Look
this
at all you guys
version,
with your PS5s.
How many games?
How many you play? How many games? Right now, I think like 3 games for it.
PS
Anyway.
Plus?
I'm not sending my account and everything. You just a system. You want my
Sell
login
everything.
information, my
It's a
account, my
package.
Wi-Fi address. Get out of here.
You guys. What do you say we end the night with the keep trade sell game, huh?
Yeah, let's do
man.
it.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
Let's go.
So, for anybody that is not familiar with this game, it is a strategic game. We've done Hot Toys Versus where you'd pick one to stay in your collection, one that you'd have to get rid of. This is a little bit different. You can keep one, you trade another one for another figure of around the same value, and you'd have to sell the other one. So you can be strategic in what you would trade for, which one you'd keep, and what reasons why. Joao is a veteran at this game, where the other fellas might be a little bit newer.
So I
he
wonder why. It's unbelievable. This guy.
Whoa,
'cause,
today's Taco Tuesday.
So let him go first. So I can get an example.
All right.
Not yet for us.
Hey,
All right,
that's not
Joao,
easy,
you're going to go
man.
first and show the boys how we play. So we have Hulk from Avengers. We have Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and then Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. You keep one, You got to trade one. You got to sell one. What are you doing here?
Keep Yondu, sell Hulk, trade Drex.
Why would you keep Yondu?
Because it's one of the best, if not the best, head sculpts from Hot Toys until now. I would sell Hulk. I would sell Hulk. I think it's and trade Drex because Drex has a good value now. Even if I don't think it's worth what it's going for, but I think it has a good trade value at the moment.
And you just sell Drax just because it's kind of out of
No, I
date.
just sell Hulk.
I'm sorry. Trade. What would you trade Drax for?
I would trade
He's going for
Drex.
600.
Sorry,
He's going for 500 or 600. So something
5
around
or
there.
600. I would trade them for 2 Mark 85 battle damage that I would keep in box to sell in the future.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, Riley. Do you own any of these figures?
I actually don't. No,
Okay.
I don't. So I'm gonna go with. I think I'm thinking the same with Joao here. I think I'm gonna keep Yondu, and I'm gonna sell Hulk, and then I'm gonna trade Drax. And I want to keep Yondu because it's kind of the same thing. Honestly like I've kind of like on the hunt for this figure, kind of searching for it because I really do like the character in the movie. I think he was like really awesome with his bow and whatever. I think there's a lot of really cool scenes, and like Joao said, like the head sculpt is like Hot Toys like almost at their best. Like it looks really spot on. So I do really want to get that figure. So yeah, and I would trade Drax. I'd probably trade him for maybe a Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan Deluxe or Standard because I don't have that one and I love the prequels. So that's a figure that I definitely want. And selling Hulk, I don't know. I'd probably just sell him off and just move on because I've got the Age of Ultron one, so I don't need that
Right.
Hulk. Yep.
So P-Rock, this is just hypothetical. You're not really selling any of them.
No, I know,
or
I know, I know. This time I was paying
Does he
attention.
understand it?
So
He
I understand
understands it this
everything now. I
time.
was paying
It's
attention.
right
I
there
wasn't
in bold. It's
class.
right in bold. Bold
I
for
didn't
you.
come in late. I got it.
This guy's like, I really don't want to sell anything. Because
No, I made sure. That's why I was like, once Joe went through, once he finished, then I started responding to chat. So I want to make sure I pay attention first. All right, so me, I would sell Drax because I don't like the character. I don't like the figure.
like the
I would
character.
trade Yondu because same thing. I mean, I know the face sculpt is beautiful and everything, but I never really enjoyed the character, so I won't have a connection with that character in my display.
Okay.
So I would trade him for a figure that's hard to find, and then I would keep Hulk just because I like Hulk. That Hulk can go for a comic book version of Hulk, so it could fit in with my collection.
Very nice. A little bit of a different opinion there. I like it. Fabs, do you have all three of these?
yeah.
Do you have any duplicates of Yondu or Drax?
I actually did no, but when I was getting these, believe it or not, I wasn't getting multiples because these was like the very, very beginning. So
Okay.
yeah, I didn't get multiples of these at all, and I regretted it too. But I would keep Hulk. I would sell Yondu. And I would sell him because obviously he's going, he's so expensive, so make that money. And then I would probably trade Drax for what? What would I get for Drax? Let me see.
You already have everything. You don't need anything.
Where do you get the guy that has everything?
Well, no, you know what it is? There is something that I don't have that I really want, but the trade is not going to make up for that value. So that's why I'm not even like talking about it. But
The Boba Fett animated one.
that's not going to do that. Yeah, that's not going to do that. The value is not going to match. That's why.
Right.
But that's the figure that's like the one figure that, oh my God.
They're both
Well,
blue.
you can put it towards it.
No, I don't do that.
Oh.
All right then.
All right. Well, for me, Yondu's kind of been my white whale that I've been on the prowl for well over a year. I don't think it's ever going to happen. But he's the one I would keep. I would. I'd probably sell Hulk just because I do have Endgame, which definitely doesn't compare, but it's at least something. And then I guess I would trade Drax. And the reason I would trade Drax because this is also one I've been looking for, but again, it's like I don't know if I'd ever actually pull the trigger for the price because he is really outdated. So I think I would trade him and I'd pick up like I don't know if I could swap it for a New Hope Obi-Wan or something along those lines. I think that's what I would do. But yeah, that's that Yondu, man, that is a work of art. So
Yeah.
let's quickly just take a look at a couple of you guys in the chat. I don't have Marvel, but Yondu is beautiful. Keep Yondu. Yeah. Doc would keep Yondu. Blackbird Tech would keep Hulk.
Okay.
So,
But
yeah.
you said there would be some strategy to it. So
Well, like,
strategy would be
so for example, like for this one, and it might come in a little bit later here, but like the strategy would be like, I am going to trade Hulk for Avengers Age of Ultron Hulk.
right.
You know, so you could
Right.
technically still have Yondu. You could get yourself a Hulk, and then what would you, and then sell.
I got you.
You know, so
Good
kind
point.
of like, yeah, you could use a little bit of strategy. Like for me too, on one of them, I chose to like sell 80 Batman Returns or trade them, and I'd get the 89. So I could. There's kind of like a loophole, I guess you could say.
How much is Yondu going for now?
I've seen him for 650,
All
7.
right, see, so if I had Yondu, I would trade him for a bloody berserk armor.
Love
Yeah.
Berserk.
Yeah,
He loves it, man. He eats it up. All right. I know we got some Star Wars fans in here, so we're going to go hit Star Wars up right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, boy. So
Ooh.
this is the DX16, by the way. It's not the DX17. You don't get the bike. Maybe you should get the bike because you get the throne. Let's just say it's the DX17. You get Emperor with the throne, and then Chewie, who older figure, but he's popular character.
No, we're going this like, let's say if I have that figure already, we're not going that route. Like this is if you don't have the figure.
Correct. You can only like basically keep one in your collection. So like for me, I own Chewie, Emperor, and I used to own this one, but now I have the Solo Maul. So yeah, just theoretically, which one you can only keep one. So Fabs, hit us up.
All right. So I would probably keep Palpatine. I would sell Maul. And I don't want to trade Chewie, but I would probably trade Chewie. For what? I have no idea.
Yeah, you can get the new and improved Chewie.
It's not
That
improved.
looks like a puppy dog.
Exactly.
How about you, P-Rock?
I'll definitely keep the Emperor because I like the throne, the whole setup that he has, and he looks awesome in display. I would sell Maul, and I guess I'm like five. I would if I could keep both, I'll keep Chewie, but I can't, so I would have to trade Chewie for a Blitzwave Voltron.
All right, Riley.
For this one, I think I might be in the minority, but I think I would keep the DX17 Maul with the speeder because I think the vehicle is really cool, and I don't have.
This is the 16. He says
We
but he's
changed it,
counting
though.
for this.
No, he changed it.
Because
Wait,
you're getting the,
okay, I'm sorry.
You're getting the throne.
He's
So.
getting the throne, so yeah. But I would go for that because I think the speeder is really cool. I've seen how it looks, and it's really cool looking. And I don't own the figure. I think that would be cool, and I kind of go more geared towards that because I think the Maul. I think that's the least chance of it getting reissued because it was in like the Phantom Menace, and there's no like. I mean, unless I'm wrong, there might be like a anniversary coming up, but I don't think that they'll do another Maul like of that with the speeder. But I do think that they're going to do another Palpatine and a Chewbacca because I think that they'll do one for Return of the Jedi for Palpatine, the anniversary, which is coming up, and then they'll just do another Chewbacca at one point because he's so much money. I actually really, out of the three, I do want a Chewbacca because I would keep that, but I think it's going to get reissued. That's why I think it's going to be a re-release or something. So I'm going to say that I'd keep Maul because I think it's the least chance of getting reissued or re-released, and sell Chewbacca because I think he'll get a re-release. But I really want a Chewbacca, and I would trade the Palpatine because he's pretty expensive. I mean, I know he's pretty expensive in North America. I think. Well, actually, I've had the figure. Yeah, something like that. If you want a new, yeah. But I think I've actually had the figure and I sold it.
How much is it now in America now?
I've seen it going for 600-700.
You are crazy. Here is 450.
He
I'm not crazy.
you were
He didn't
trading.
buy it. He just said how much, how much it was. He's a you crazy.
Yeah.
See,
Don't-
this is why I like this game though, because like, you know, you just see kind of how you as collector thinks, or you know, and Riley giving a good points, like he thinks Emperor might be reissued or Chewie because of Return of the Jedi stuff coming up, and yeah, that, you know, maybe too, like you're a younger generation, so maybe Darth Maul means more to you than maybe the Emperor means to me or to anybody else. So I
Right.
that's kind of why I like playing the game too, just to kind of learn more about you guys. So
Right, yeah, and I would trade it. I don't know what I would trade the Palpatine for. I'm trying to think. I
See,
mean,
the reason I would trade the Maul quickly is because there's like 3 different versions of Maul. And there's only
Right.
one version of Palpatine.
that's true.
Or the
That is
Emperor, I mean.
fair.
that's a good point.
But
So
I mean, this Maul's like specific though to Phantom Menace.
Yeah,
and I think
true.
he actually is like the coolest looking out of the
The
3.
Solo one's a close tie though.
I
Yeah,
like
it's
that
true.
those
Legs,
those
yeah, that's a
legs
nice
of the
one.
solo one. The legs in
Yeah,
the
it's
solo
true,
one are
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's what makes
like
the
the heads-
figure, the legs.
Yep.
Right.
I like the head
It's the same
sculpt
upper
on this
body
one
and
though.
everything. Yeah.
Personally,
yeah.
I like this one better. But yeah, and Palpatine, I trade it for I don't know something that's around 600 or 700. Probably
Sure.
like Dark Side Anakin. I don't know. That's probably more, but so I'll
657.
trade up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Joel.
Yeah, I mean it's not easy, honestly, because I would
That's
keep
supposed to
I would keep Palpatine. I would sell Darth Maul. Even I agree with Riley. I think this Darth Maul is maybe the best one you have. Many people like the solo one, but I think I still prefer this one with the speeder bike. And I would trade Chewbacca. But the Palpatine, I don't own this Palpatine, but I heard from many people, for you guys that have them, that it's impossible for him to sit in the throne. Is it true that his body is so difficult
Yeah.
to sit?
No, you can
Fabio
do
say
it.
yes.
I've done
You
it.
Yeah, it doesn't sit right. It sits weird. It doesn't. When you try to sit him, his feet hang off the throne. They don't really,
Right.
come
If you
down.
get the base of it though in front
Right.
of the throne, you can put his feet on the base like that he originally comes with. Like just
Also,
not
if you
the
have him
base.
sitting more upright towards the edge of the seat, that way you can have him sitting normally. But yeah, if he's slunk all the way back, then yeah, his feet are dangling.
Yeah, but I also believe what Mario was saying, that we will see probably a revenge of the Sith Palpatine. But I don't think they are going to redo this one with the throne.
Yo, the throne out there.
They'll do the chancellor. They'll do the chancellor look. They won't
Yeah,
do
the Chancellor.
They won't do him. They won't do the emperor again. At least not for a while.
Right. All right. Well, for me, this one's super easy for me. Even though Chewie is a tough one, I'm going to keep Emperor Palpatine just because, man, Return of the Jedi is my groove. I love the character, love the movie. This is actually my biggest steal in my collection. I got him and the throne maybe at the end of 2020 or something like that for $280, which is even under retail.
It's like $100 under it.
Yeah, so somebody was just like looking to offload it, and I even had to check, like, is everything okay? And I'm like, at this price, I got to take a chance here. And yeah, everything works. It's a great figure. I think the likeness is awesome. Great villain. So I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to trade Darth Maul here for probably the solo Maul. Just I do want a Maul in my collection, so I think I would just use him to get the solo Maul because I do like this figure, but I also like the legs, the robotic legs on that one. Also think the outfit might be tailored a little bit better on the solo Maul. And unfortunately, I would sell Chewie, which would break my heart. But if we're looking at the figure for what it is, it's not the best figure out there.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know if the likeness is really all the way there. It's probably like a 7.5.
I think there will be an update and another one coming.
Plus, yeah, like Riley said, this has a good chance of possibly getting a new one at some point because he is a main character. So, yeah, that's what I would do. All right, let's see what you guys said in the chat. Yep, it ain't supposed to be easy. That's for sure. Oh man, you guys were all over this one, so I like that. Let me just quickly do it. So keep Chewie, trade Emperor, sell Maul, keep Palpatine, sell Chewie, trade Maul. Definitely keep Palpatine, his hero. Sell
So
Maul.
you guys think we'll get reissue of a Chewie or a Black Chrysanthemum first?
I'm guessing
Black
Black
Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum.
Yeah, there's no reissue yet for Chewie.
Yeah. It looks like a lot of people are keeping
go with
Chewie or the Emperor. Probably get a Revenge of the Sith Palpatine before we see a straight reissue. Good chance
Isn't
of that.
Return of the Jedi anniversary next year though? Or I might
Yep,
be wrong.
40.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they'll do it then next year, but I don't know.
Yeah, they could.
See.
Graham, if you ever sell the Emperor, let me know.
Oh, that was actually an honorable mention to one that I would never sell. So
Honorable
Damn.
mention means there's a chance.
There's a chance.
There's a
and
chance.
there's a chance.
Tell me there's a chance.
All right, let's finish it off with DC.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't know why these prototype photos of like the BVS Batman and the Justice League Batman just always look so trash. But here he is. He looks much better in person than I think on this photo. And then we have Justice League Batman, Justice League Superman, and then Golden Armor Wonder Woman. Joao, I'm going to start with you this time.
Keep Superman, sell Wonder Woman, trade Batman.
Oh, bam. Anything you'd trade Batman for off the top of your head?
I would trade. This one is going for how much now?
4 to 5.
4 to 5. So it's difficult. I would
BVS Batman, even though he's
maybe
probably
BVS Batman, something like that.
Nightmare
yeah.
Batman.
But the Wonder Woman, I mean, I was not, and I'm still not convinced with the way they did the hair, and it's not a figure I like that much, honestly.
Did you
But
see pictures of the new one, the new 84 Wonder Woman? Somebody had pictures in person.
Oh, the sculpted hair.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, with the new
That's
with
really
the,
good.
Yeah,
No, I haven't watched. I haven't seen.
that one looks really great.
Beautiful.
So hopefully they drop that soon because it's well overdue. But yeah, anything else you want to add, Joel, or you good?
No, I think this is the Superman. I think is the best one. I didn't like the BVS one. I prefer this one. I think this is the best one.
I just want to say a shout out to Brother Cousins Toy Reviews. He says the last one was a doozy. Thank you for jumping on, Jay. Good to have you. And Riley, why don't you take a crack at it?
Yeah, so for me, I think I'm actually going to do the same as Joao. This one, because I want to keep Superman and sell the Golden Armor, and I want to trade the Justice League Batman for the tactical suit Batman, because I actually like the I have that tactical suit, and I much prefer that one. I think it looks like, in my eyes, like it's infinitely better. I really like the plating on his chest and armor. I think it looks a lot more badass to me. But this one's cool, but it's just, yeah, that's what I would trade for.
Okay. PRock.
I would keep Superman, sell Wonder Woman, and trade Batman for a good portion of the J&D 1/6 scale Catwoman with the Batpod.
J&D doesn't do any 1/6 scale.
Or was it? Is it Queen Studios? Which one does it then?
Yeah,
I'm not a
Queen
statue
Studios.
person.
Queen
Sorry,
Studios.
my bad. I'm not a
1/6
statue
statue.
person. I
Isn't that
tried.
thing still like, yeah,
I try to get statues credit.
Do
it's
you
like
even collect?
800 or something.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't collect statues. I admit that. Yeah. That'll be my
Poor
first one.
PRock.
This guy.
Man, you are so aggressive, man. Danny doesn't do it. Jesus Louise, man. You could have went with the floor. Everybody else, nobody said nothing. I don't think they knew either. They didn't know either.
Yeah, just
But
moved
nobody
on.
said nothing. He was the first one.
Exactly, because if no one said anything, we were doing a live stream. This is a disservice for the community.
I
Because everyone would think J&D is doing a
Joao
1/6
is
scale,
spitting the facts.
I know, but
Yes,
still, you
yeah.
guys, there's nicer ways of saying it, man. There's
He's
nicer ways of saying it.
Yeah, he's just finding ways.
This is the Russian way. Send me location.
See, I knew it.
He's just keeping us on the straight and narrow here.
That location.
Fabs, how about you?
I would keep Wonder Woman. I would sell Batman, and I would trade this Superman for the Black Superman.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
So you're a big fan of that Golden Armor then, huh?
Absolutely. I think she's, besides the new one that hasn't been released yet, I think she's the best right now. Once the other one's out, she's going to be second best, in my opinion. I love this Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it's really good.
Draws for the KGB.
Oh my god.
Knock knock. Who's there? KGB. KGB. who?
KGB would for no one.
Very good. A little office quote there for anybody out there. I'm going to keep Justice League Superman. I'm going to trade Golden Armor Wonder Woman for the new Wonder Woman. I know it's not out yet, but that's what I would trade it for. And then I would sell the Justice League Batman just because I have BVS and I really like that suit, really like that figure. So I don't think I need the Justice League one in my collection. So there you guys have it. Those are the right answers. Only. All right, let's see here. Oh, come on, Mario. I'd sell all these DC.
I
Wow.
saw these.
I bet he's got all of them in his collection.
Yeah, he does.
Not all. Does he have?
No, I think he doesn't have Wonder Woman.
No, I think he at least has Justice League Superman.
He definitely has Batman.
Yeah.
I would, if I could trade that Batman towards the 66 Batman, I would, but that would only get me close. So that is what it is. Hey, somebody else, Doc Smizzles with Fabs. He would keep the Golden Armor Wonder Woman. Tremble would sell. Niculio, the Great and Powerful, would keep Superman. Jables would keep Batman. This one's kind of all over the place, though.
It is.
Sell Wonder Woman, keep Bats. Keeping my fingers crossed for Queen Studio 1/6 Cat 1 with Batpod. Please be awesome. It looks great. Looks very expensive as well.
I
can't
have it
remember
on
the
pre-order.
price.
I hope they don't screw it.
Are you going to review that when you get it?
Of course, if they release it within the time schedule, I don't believe.
We got Bob Dylan with a $5 super chat to kind of cap off the night. Thank you so much. I'm going to let Joao read this one.
I
for me
never
here.
heard. I never saw these words in my life before.
You're good. You got a good poker face, man. That's a good lie right there.
Psychoblat, Reshpi. I don't know.
It's super.
Joao, I don't know.
man,
well,
do it.
I know it's getting late for my guys on the East Coast here, so I think we'll cap it off with that. It was a great time tonight, guys. I appreciate each and
Awesome.
every one of you hopping on. Fabs and Riley, thank you for coming on short notice and just kind of
Of course.
adding to the conversation. Joao and PRock, of course, you guys are Jedi Knights Watch live stream veterans. So thank you guys again for joining, and to the chat. We had
Thanks
a
for
great
having
time
us.
too. Yeah, thank you for coming in and being a part of the show, because that's the best part of these live streams is you guys get to be a part of the show. So yeah, and give us your input and be a part of the conversation. So Fabs, what you got going on for your quest to 10,000?
10,000. Well, buying a lot of views. No, I'm just kidding. No, I got some stuff coming in. I got some stuff today that I have to open. I got Grievous today. I got my second Anakin. I got the Stap, and then today I got the Deluxe. They forgot my DX19. It was in the same delivery truck, and they just never gave it to me, so it'll be here tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned for those, because I gotta, I'm doing my thing with those. And thank you for having me as usual.
PRock, what are you up to? I've been seeing some more reviews on your channel lately.
Yeah, I got some more reviews coming up. I got I'm gonna do a King Ghidorah next, and then from there I'm debating between the DX19. Because I don't know if I'll do the DX19 solo review or with the Bat Pod. I'm trying to debate.
With the bad pot.
That's what I was thinking. Because it's been collecting dust, so I think I'm gonna do that. And then I still got Ahsoka to do and a few other figures. And then still working on my intro for my stream on Saturday. So if I can get the intro done this Saturday, I'm gonna be back on this Saturday. But worst case scenario, definitely next Saturday I'll be back on my stream on Saturdays just to hang out, stream, and just come chill, hang out, talk stuff, talk things other than collecting with other collectors.
Here's a question for you, really quick.
Yeah, man.
When you're reviewing a figure, do you wait to get the figure? You leave it in the box until you do the review,
Yep.
or do you get it out and then?
Not even
put
the
it back
box.
in
So my reviews, I kind of do like this, basically me opening the figure for the first time. So if there's
Okay.
any QC issues, you will see in the review. I've had some figures where I open them and I turn the head and the head breaks right off.
Okay.
So it's more of just, and it kind of helps me out too. Like if I have the issue, I can contact the seller or the person I got
Right.
it from, show them the video, and that's why I kind of make sure I show the box that is still sealed when I do the show the box in the reviews.
Awesome.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I don't know if some reviewers. I mean, I do the same thing. Like even if I can't do the review for a week or something, I leave it in the
Yeah.
box. I'm like, damn it, I really need to do this
I
review so I can
know.
get it out. So I didn't know if everybody else was like that, or if you put it on
No,
the shelf for a little bit and then review it.
I usually do the opposite way. I open the box, take out the figure, shoot the poses that will appear in the end of the video, put the figure back in the box, and then do the unboxing.
Oh,
See,
I
the
do
reason-
it the opposite. I do the poses last.
Same
I do
here.
the poses first. Is what takes me more time.
Because then when the last pose I do is the pose I'm keeping it in, so I can just put it on the shelf.
See, because I do the same thing too, Graham. Because my reason, even before I started doing reviews, even my process of opening figures is like a 2-hour process. Like I
Yeah.
open the figure, try all the accessories, try different poses, debate how I want to keep the figure in my. So I just figured out, I was like, when I do reviews, it's going to be a long process already, so I might as well just record it and just do it all at once.
Doing reviews
Yeah,
is a
but
love-hate.
you need to
relationship.
consider that if I'm reviewing a Hot Toys, it's quite easy and I can do as you. If you are reviewing a third party, let me tell you that many of them to stand up by their own to take a pose, it's a pain in. You need to use sometimes blue tack for them to stand up. You need to use a lot of stuff because sometimes they just don't pose.
The joints are not that good. Huh?
Yeah, they just don't pose. So
I was gonna ask you what didn't you like about the Hellranger? Because I got the figure and there's nothing wrong with it, but you said you didn't like it.
when
You
did
said
I
it-
say I didn't like it?
You said it was hard to work with.
Which one's this one again?
The Hellranger.
I said was artwork what the
From IMAX?
articulation?
I don't know. You just said, "Oh, the figure's hard to work with. I don't like it." So I didn't know what you meant.
I never said. I said that in my review.
You no
Oh
message.
my god.
You told me directly. You told me,
I told you that
you
the
guys
L
just
Ranger,
don't worry about it.
the L Ranger. You mean the one with the fire or the normal one?
Ghost Rider, the one that you,
The Ghost Rider, yeah, is the wrists because you have only one end, and to hold the gun, it's difficult or not. For me, it's difficult to put the gun
No,
because the gun is like cast.
No, yeah, but mine is I have it on the horse holding the gun with both hands. I don't. That's what I'm asking because I don't know what you had problems with. That's my question.
That was only the articulation and the ends, but the figure is amazing. I tell you, I love that figure.
That's what I was asking because I was like, what is he talking about? The figure is awesome.
So,
Yeah.
Joel, what do you got going on?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so I will have
toys.
So.
toys brought to
You're
you
so
by
fine,
So
Jimmy.
Toys.
You're so fine, Jimmy.
No, I don't have any review for this week because there's nothing coming out now. Strangely as it seems, lately so many stuff, but now I don't have nothing to review this week. But I will have on Thursday evening, 9:45 p.m. My live stream, the Sixth Scale News. It's only by myself. I just tell you the news, releases, announcements, and updates on third parties and so on. It's a very short. A very short live stream. Thursday is 9:45 p.m. And then next week I will back with the normal live streams because now I'm a bit strangled with work, so I'm not going to do the other review, but other live streams. But yeah, I will do the Sixth Scale News Thursday 9:45 p.m.
And that's 9:45 our time, right?
Yeah,
US.
EST. Yeah, Sixth Scale
Okay.
News.
So okay, that'll be perfect for me. That'll be 8:45, so I can tune in for that.
That show sounds kind of selfish to me, but
Yeah, how could,
It's not selfish. I'm just
you wanna
talking
share
about
that
news
with your
releases,
friends?
announcements.
Wow,
so,
Joao.
Why
he's like,
selfish?
why is so selfish?
he's got his paper, his notes. He's like, all right, I'm here alone on stage. I'm gonna do it my
Yeah,
way.
It's really difficult, because even if when the topics run out, you just say, "Hey, yeah,
hey,
go.
hey,
Let's
say,
finish
hey."
this."
Oh, man. He's
I know,
hey,
like before I had any YouTube friends, I did the first couple streams by myself, and it's like, all right, let's move on.
Let's move on.
So I get it. Yeah.
And then
Anyways,
you don't see the chat moving. No one is commenting anything, and just say, "Yeah, hello."
It's just me.
we'll be
Just
there.
me here. Yeah.
Riley, how about you, sir? You are one half of the Wonder Twins. What are you up to?
Oh yeah. So this Thursday we've got Wonder Twins, I think episode 8, I believe. It's gonna be on KG's channel. We've been swapping each other's channels, just putting out weekly live streams, and it's a lot of fun. We should have that coming out Thursday night, usually later at night, like around I believe like 8 p.m. PST, 11 p.m. PST for you guys, or EST, sorry. And I left because I just got 2 figures delivered. So I've got the DX19, just got that
we
one
got
in.
it.
So I'm gonna check that one out. Yeah, they did. They gave me Fabio's, and then I didn't realize I'll get this one. I got the Book of Boba Fett. I mean, no, the Mandalorian, the 1-pack Boba Fett, not the 2-pack with the robe Boba, just the 1-pack.
That
'Cause
looks
I
like a
the
great
armored
figure.
Fett. Right. I love his armor in it so much. So I didn't know if I needed the 2-pack. Maybe I'll regret it in the future, but I love that armor on the Fett, so I had to get it. So I'm gonna open those 2 up and probably get some stuff out on my channel. So just make sure to check out Riley Reviews on my YouTube and Instagram, and check out KG Collector 2's my brother, and check out all these guys here. Amazing show. Graham, as always, an amazing host to the streams, and let's go, man. Subscribe to everyone.
Thank you, Riley.
Thanks for the
Yeah,
invite.
thank you. I appreciate the kind words. It's always fun when
course.
the company is awesome like you guys. So thank you guys for again making the time. Don't forget, guys, in the chat to like the video. Again, subscribe if you haven't. We are on our quest to 2,500 subscribers, and we're getting there. So yeah, just make sure you subscribe. But also subscribe to my friends' channels. I have their IGs and their YouTube channels in the description below. All it takes is a couple clicks, and you're there. So
Please.
Por
Please.
favor.
yes,
I'm only 10 away for
Oh.
4,000. Hurry
I'm
up.
only
Really?
Oh, really?
Are you
Yeah.
really?
10
All right,
away
we're gonna
from
stay on
4,000.
here
Wow,
until
let's get
Joao
'em right
gets
now.
4,000, guys. We have 44 still in
No,
here.
forget
so
it. This doesn't work. I have to buy them.
you have to buy them.
I'm kidding.
No. I like that
Somebody-
Nightmare Flash. I watched that video on Joao's. You guys should check that out. That Flash looks sick.
And then while you're there,
Too
just
bad
give us
Ezra's
a-
messing it up. Freaking
Now-
I know,
now,
right? Too bad he's
Riley,
here.
talking about that review that you're speaking of right now, would you consider that
Mhm.
an honest review or not?
An honest review? No, I wouldn't. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I would.
You guys, Joao
He's
is
love
not
you, Joao.
lying.
We
He
love
is
you,
like
Joao.
10 away. So
he's screwing with you.
I know. That's all he does, Fabio.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
we love you, Joao.
all right, guys, we're not leaving until this goes to 4,000.
The beautiful
Yeah,
Michael.
41 of
That's
you
gonna
guys
be
in
so
here. Just go and
satisfying.
subscribe really quick. Let's get them to 4.
Big Breda, Julius.
Big
bread.
Breda.
The big bread with the big ham. and
So who
cheese.
is in the D there?
Wait,
What
let me-
people are those? Are those your parents?
Oh, he knows what that is.
My parents. No, that's
Your
fucking
parents?
Phoenix Joker and Heath Ledger.
Your parents?
I thought they were an inspiration.
No.
You know?
No.
Oh yeah, it's
Yes,
the Joaquin. He's doing the thing on the elevator or the stair scene.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
Tell him the
subscribing
truth.
on my mom's account, so respect.
Wait,
Oh, man.
hold
Time
on.
to 4K.
I don't even know if this will update though in time. So Joao might have to go to
We'll
like
never
TubeBuddy.
update on time.
Well, you go to
forget it.
TubeBuddy.
We'll stay here until tomorrow.
Wait, I unsubscribed. Let me subscribe.
Look
Hold
at
on.
the picture. I want to see it looks like another female.
I'm gonna go to my other account.
Don't
If
make
I'm not-
that. I don't want
That's what I
fake
did.
subs.
I'm not
Don't
fake.
do
I watch
that.
it on my TV sometimes.
This guy fakes
Thumbs
up. Unbelievable.
I'm subscribed, Joao.
He's so
Oh,
used
this
to
is really
buying
horrible.
subs that now he doesn't want real.
This is really horrible.
4K, that's huge. Good job, Joao. Great job, man.
Did he get it?
Awesome.
Don't say that to him.
No,
Not
once he
yet.
gets it, I mean, but-
Don't give him positivity. All right. Well, we're gonna
we-
wake up in the morning and Joao.
Yeah,
will
we
have his
still.
4,000.
But thank you because I already have 4 more. I only have 6 left.
See,
6.
Yeah.
I'm just a little sad that
subscribe
everybody
to
in
you
the
right now,
chat who's
Joao.
still here.
I'll make you 5.
He's
Everyone in the
vulnerable.
chat subscribed to me
42.
already.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they are. Yeah.
Maybe.
I
it's
hope
true.
so.
That's kind of cocky to say. Everybody in the chat is subscribed.
Let me see.
My God.
Christian
So-
the Tour Collections. I know he's subscribed to me. JB Beats NL, always on my live streams. I know subscribed to me. Doc Smizel, I hope he is subscribed to me. Trimble Desk, I think so also. Bob Dylan, if he doesn't
Call
have
everybody
this,
out, man.
I
He's
will
calling
not-
everybody
Wow.
See, Tremble does subscribe twice too.
He's like, I think so also.
Come on, get him the
I
4K.
think so.
Oh,
4K.
man.
Okay, let's finish the stream. I want to go celebrate with my wife my 4,000 subscribers.
Wait, did you hit it? I wasn't listening.
No, not yet. But she will ask
It'll
her
happen.
friends to subscribe to me.
Oh my god.
I'm posting this on my Insta.
I got banned.
Yeah, Doc Smizzle says he subscribed a long time ago.
My channel is not new, you know. I have this
It's just
channel.
gone through some name branding.
No, I actually in my channel I already have homage, maybe 2 years around. I was a bit earlier than Dante. We opened the channels almost the same time. I opened in January. He was on May
Of 2020?
2020, right?
Wow. It's pretty good. I came in March of 2020. So, yeah, you're doing well. Doing well
Yeah,
for
I'm do-
yourself.
I have already 140 reviews on the channel. It's too many reviews.
Wow.
Yeah, you should delete some.
Check
I
it
know.
again.
You
Check
are
it
not
again.
wrong.
You might have hit 4,000.
Sometimes I think I should delete some. Not yet.
You
Don't
can't
let
make
get
me
into your head.
unsubscribe.
Don't let it get into your head.
Didn't even move. Still 3,994.
That would be
Chris
so
is getting us
satisfying to see
wound up here.
4.0. Come on.
Oh,
All right. Well, I give up.
That's
So,
why I see if Joao is really, really that talented.
Russian.
No, that's talented. Let's do this. This is gonna be the trick. Delete your channel right now and see how fast you get to 4,000.
Wait, what?
Delete my channel.
delete-
Yeah, wait, what?
Fabio's
Wait,
just
what?
out to ruin him.
Delete my channel.
Wait, what?
it's deleted. Now what?
And let's see how fast.
Oh, man.
I don't know how you get to 1,000 when it becomes deleted.
Warning, you cannot get your videos back.
Oh, man.
All right.
Oh
Well,
my-
you'll get there
that's
tomorrow.
stupid.
and then we'll see something on IG and we can congratulate you.
How can
Right?
you say that? Oh, I'll be there tomorrow. Now it's only 12, it's only lunchtime in China.
Well, tomorrow for me. So in about 7 hours.
Tomorrow for
Well,
me.
it's tomorrow for me now. It's 12:01, but that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
That's right. You guys are on the East Coast. So, all right. Well, hey, guys, this was a lot of fun. I'm going to end it, even though I'm not the best at ending these shows. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Appreciate it. Till next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon. See you guys later.
Sorry, I was late.
Sorry, it's late. Peace.
Like the Bantha.